Unique, euphoric, unanimously loved. Here's the history and some of the key numbers behind the contest that grips the world of golf and beyond like no other. The first edition was held in 1927, where a Great Britain team arrived by boat to play in Massachusetts at the Worcester Country Club. Originally, the competition comprised of 4 foursomes and 8 singles, with 4 balls not introduced until 1963. In the first 22 editions, when it was just Brits and Irish against the US, America only lost 3. So, in 1979, in came the rest of Europe, including the future 5-time Ryder Cup winner, Seve Ballesteros. Since Team Europe was established, the head-to-head reads Europe 13, USA 9. Home advantage is a big deal. Europe's last away win was the miracle at Medina in 2012, and America hasn't won on European soil since '93 at the Belfry. It's accepted that both teams tailor their home courses to suit their own players. For example, in Paris in 2018, Thomas Bjorn asked for the rough to be kept extra long beyond the green to target the big booming American drives. 10 years earlier, Paul Azinger did the opposite, and the Valhalla rough was trimmed right down. On both occasions, the home side were resounding winners. So what about the money? The most recent Ryder Cup in Rome drew in a record 271,000 spectators and boosted the Italian economy by €262 million. In the US, the PGA America TV deal with NBC is worth $440 million. But no Ryder Cup revenue has ever gone directly to individual players. That's until now. In 2025, for the first time ever, the US team will each receive a fee for playing in New York. Of course, in Rome, legend has it Patrick Cantley refused to wear his cap because he wasn't being paid to wear it, though he insisted it simply didn't fit. Either way, Team Europe have made it clear they're more than happy to keep playing for the sheer thrill, joy and prestige of the Ryder Cup.
How's it going to be the nation's big morning switch on with this?
Something doesn't sound right about those words anyway, if you ask me.
The nation's big morning switch on.
I don't want to be the nation's big morning switch on. That just sounds...
Hello, it's the nation's big morning switch on.
I don't know, there's something about it. I don't need to go into detail. Do you know what I mean? It just
grammatically, it's taking apart.
Grammatically, it's fine. It just, there's something sinister, not sinister about it. There's something more carnal about it than I necessarily personally want to be responsible for.
A carnal switch on, you're thinking?
Yeah,
about.
I don't want to be the big morning switch on.
Me and you, Max, are here to really get the people of the UK revved up.
I think so.
Yeah, but you know, Steve,
we don't
write Sunday love songs.
Yeah, but it's not on us to affect the birth rate. That's what I think.
Maybe that's what we're doing.
I don't want that pressure. I mean, possibly, but no one.
That's not what I mean by go get it, by the way.
No, no, but the point is we shouldn't be having as much fun with this music because what we're covering up is an abject failure right up the chain of management at talkSPORT.
Right up the chain. There you go again.
All the way up the chain. For this music to still be coming out.
Still.
Because listeners have started to think that it's a bit...
Turn it up, actually.
Turn it up.
Listen to it. It's depressing.
Although, they do play it for the rest of the show and it seems fine, but right at this moment, it is...
very upset about it. International break and then this.
But Yeah, Barter Jim says that there's a stain on my shoulder. Looks like bird droppings or baby vomit. I don't know, is there? I thought I put a shirt right here. Oh, yeah, let me scratch that off. But anyway, listen, because this music's playing, it doesn't matter. We just
can't start the show. Because
and once the thing really gets going... Here we go. Get me a wet wipe.
Get that stain off. There's the nation's big morning switch on.
You know that saying, between... It's basically when you have kids, the first 6 years are just someone going... Can you get me a wet wipe? Anyway, here we go, everybody. Dance if you want to. Good luck. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the world's biggest sports radio station. It is talkSPORT. My name is Max Rushden. Alongside me, Charlie Baker. And Charlie, this is Just Any Warm-Up.
It is the double award-winning, award-retired Warm-Up Max on Saturday, the 15th of November, 2025. And at 15 o'clock, it's Luton v Rotherham in League One. It's a talkSPORT 2 exclusive. Commentary from, Adam Bridge and former Arsenal winger, Perry Groves, the OB producer. It's Adam Bridge! Over troubled water, now ease your mind like a bridge over troubled water. How will you use your mind? Go get it! And then at 19 o'clock, it's Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn 2. Live from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's live on talkSPORT. Presented by Adam Cattrall and Gareth A. Davis. Commentary from Spencer Oliver, John Rawling, and heavyweight Dave Allen, the OB producer. It's Ed Huntley. Where's your head at? Go get it! It's Big Ticket Live, League One, and boxing action you can't afford to miss.
Now it's disrespectful of us, Charlie, though, isn't it? That's two lower league fans.
I know that we've laughed at that.
Luton Rotherham.
I'm embarrassed, to be honest.
Is that all we've got?
That's it.
God, these international breaks.
Wow.
We do our best.
A lot of them,
we do our best.
You realise how many there are when you are doing the old radios.
And the thing is, when the World Cup comes around, no one gets into it, do they? Really?
No one's bothered about the World Cup when it's on.
No one gets into it.
It's actually on.
I've never followed one. How do we normally do? Presumably we win it, don't we?
Have we ever won it?
Says,
have we ever won it?
No.
8-10-89.
Do you know when? Have a guess. If we did, when? Have a guess.
Dan says. And did anyone in the final do anything particularly good?
I don't think so. Dan says, Storms, international breaks, 10 a.m. start times, being separated by two hemispheres, nothing stopping us from getting it.
No,
go get it.
Go and get it,
separated? Yeah. I think we're separated by one hemisphere, aren't we?
You and I?
Yeah.
You're in the southern one, I'm in the northern one. Are there any in between? Yeah. Is there an eastern hemisphere?
I don't think there's a middle one. I don't think there's
the middle.
You know, that bit between the Tropic of Capricorn and the Tropic of Cancer. I still think that we're split by the equator, but that's right. Nothing.
What is this? Talk equator.
Hey, I've got something big today for you, Charlie.
Well, hang on a minute. Carry on,
okay.
talkSPORT, yeah.
Okay.
Carry on.
So this is big, Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
You know, obviously that time where you overslept, and so you missed the first hour and 40
never
minutes
to be forgotten.
Show. Never to be forgotten.
Can I just say why that was, actually? That was because I'd been on a tour show in Hull the night before. What I would do is drive down through the night, stay in a travel lodge nearby, and then get up early and get into the radio station. That's what I would do.
Good idea.
And at that point, my battery went on my phone, and I overslept. And everyone in my whole family thought I was no longer alive. Mm-hmm. And I had no battery to be able to ring anyone and tell them, or tell the producer that I was on my way in.
Mm-hmm.
So and then I made it. I made it in the end, didn't I? Anyway, I'm back on tour at the end of next year.
Oh,
So
good.
do look out for my tour. And it's going to be called Go Get It, Max. So that's exciting, isn't it? Yes. Anyway.
Okay, do I get any of the royalties?
No, not for Go Get It.
Oh,
no,
okay.
not for the royalty of the title of the show.
Well, I don't know. Just sort of, I feel like Go Get It is. It's mainly you, but I'm there.
It's ours, yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll talk about you in the show, and
Okay.
I can't offer you much more than that.
Okay, that's all right.
Is there
I
anything
mean,
you'd
it
like
would be
more?
rude of me to invoice, wouldn't it? It would be.
Invoice for every single, for every small art centre where I'm playing these art centres and I'm selling about 100 tickets at a time,
Yeah.
Max.
Okay.
You know, you can invoice
Yeah,
for a
but getting on
percentage
board
of
could
that.
be the O2. Anyway, look, this is not the important
This
thing.
isn't
Is
the
this
show. What's going on?
So, we obviously know I'm in the shed.
You're in
okay?
the shed, yeah.
I'm in the
yeah,
shed.
yeah.
Now, Mary, who lives at number 11, she rang at 7 o'clock and said, I've got no power.
Oh, okay.
Do you have power? I said, we've got power. She said, and we said, look, do you want us to heat you up some bolonaise for dinner? She said, yes, please.
Oh, that's nice.
She's got a friend over for dinner. We've heated up bolonaise. I brought it over. She said, oh, my friend's a vegan. I said, no, there's nothing I can do about that.
Just
But that's not
eat
the
it.
point.
Did you say that?
I didn't say just eat it.
Get on with
She
it.
sent him up the high street, which is not a euphemism, to go and get some vegan food. This is just the backstory.
Yeah, this is it's all required.
Anyway, her electricity and my electricity are on the same pylon.
Okay,
right?
yeah. Okay.
And the City Electric or whatever are coming round at about 10:30.
City Electric sounds like the name of the electric company that, like, a police doing a stakeout would have on the side of their van when they're
Yeah,
doing like
possible.
they're like undercover.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes. Or they sponsor the match ball.
Yeah.
At
Sponsored
Grantham.
by City Electric.
Exactly. Thank you very much to our match sponsors, Boston City Electric, match ball sponsors, proudly supporting the football that we use today. Anyway, they're coming around 10:30 my time. Okay, so about an hour and 20
right,
minutes.
okay.
Now, if the electrician,
Goes,
if he,
goes, that's it, isn't it?
well, if he has to turn off the whole pylon,
Oh, I might get the hour back. I might be an hour
you
in.
might get it back. Yeah.
Wow, wait.
But could you cover for me? Because I'm always very
Sure.
conscious that if something goes wrong here, that, management will listen.
Happy
and,
to
I
do
do
the
go
show
in two-footed on the early music. I don't want them to realise it's happened.
We might run out of time for time difference if I have to do it on my own. But I can I'll be doing 4 hours alone later on
Okay, so it's
Virgin
good
Radio
practice.
2 till
It's
6.
good practice.
So it's good practice,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it? Yeah, very good.
Yeah. So,
What is this? Talk
yeah.
Excuse. That's from Paul in Ipswich. Thanks,
Hello, Paul.
Very nice. Bring back chicken racing, says Philip. Can't, Philip. The chickens are all dead.
the chickens are dead.
So can't do chicken racing without chicken.
I miss Janet McFeathers.
Lest we forget
She was-
Janet.
She was
McFeathers.
one of the best. She was one of the best. Yes.
Trying to get ready for the weekend, but builders in the house making so much noise. No idea who the OB producers are. Can't go and get it. That's Mike in Birmingham.
I'm sorry,
Very
Mike.
sad. Very sad, Mike.
There we go. Paul says, morning, gents. Feeling really let down at the minute due to the international break and the weather. Could you play Summer Holiday by Cliff Richard? Go get it. Can we do
Why
that?
not? Yeah, it's fine. I think we'll
I
see if
think-
they
do you
can
know
find.
what?
That's a nice idea. Let's have some cheer ourselves up summer tunes.
On 3 hour shows, we should just be able to play music requests.
But you know what?
For, like-
British artists only.
Oh, wow, okay. What's happened to you?
I don't know.
wrong with-
Just as the Cliff was summer
Why are you
holiday.
doing that?
I thought that was,
okay.
that was a fun thing to say. And then when I said it, I thought I might
okay.
sound like I mean that.
Suddenly. You are
It got
just a
very-
little bit reform, but good for you, Charlie. We welcome it's a broad church
Broad
here.
church, everyone's
and
welcome.
we welcome everyone,
Everyone's
except if you're not from Britain, and then of course we don't welcome you.
How do they get the flag so high on the lampposts? Whoever's going around putting the flags up,
Maybe
they
a
put them
ladder.
up so high.
It's a ladder, or it's a very
It's
tall
someone with a
person.
cherry picker. I think that one. If I
you
was
think so?
I was doing the detective work, I'd go. That's not a ladder. That is not a ladder.
Okay, so when we're undercover in our City Electric van, you'll be like,
That's what we'll be looking
do you know
into.
what I think it is? I think
Okay,
it's a
summer
cherry
holiday then, Max. We kick off there. Why don't we do a chain like they do on other shows? You
All right.
kick on from Summer Holiday by Cliff Richard. Suggest the next song that connects to that in some way, and then we'll do a chain all morning. This might be a new feature. It's quite
Let's
good
do
fun,
mystery
isn't it?
voice. Do what's in the box. We can do all of this. This is really good. It's good stuff.
Mystery voice is a good idea.
Hey, international breaks are for us to try stuff.
Yes.
This is the warm-up on talkSPORT, and good to know that Jolly Hockey Stick somehow has had a stay of execution and still with us. This is the warm-up on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Do it now. Josh Hazelwood's out, so Travis might get back in for the first test, doing what matters for the trade. Find out more at travisperkins.co.uk or download the app. Craig Hope, Daily Mail's chief football reporter, will join us in just a second. We'll do a bit of England.
banger.
Good, actually, isn't it?
Stone cold banger. Let's hear it.
We're all going on a summer holiday.
It's only suddenly feel better about everything.
I feel good, actually. That
Max and Charlie here on the warm-up.
Suggestion, was it? I feel good.
I'm not sure. Patrick says, lazy Sunday afternoon for Charlie's racist pop rundown, please.
What is this? Talk English Defence League with Charlie Baker. Love the show. That's Mitch in Renfrew. Thanks, Mitch.
Matt says, the chances of Max living next door to a vegan. Cut now, let's just...
So on brand. So on brand, it's unbelievable.
It's clear. Mary is not a vegan. She took the bolognese.
Oh, right, okay.
But her friend is a vegan. I'll keep you up. I'll keep you posted. I haven't checked, the sort of every. There might be a pescatarian at number 24, but I'll check and I'll get you a full spreadsheet by the end of the show. Anyway, Albania. That's the question. Albania versus England, live on talkSPORT tomorrow.
7 wins out of 7 in this qualification group. They've scored 20 goals in the process.
In all aspects, I'm happy about that because it was a real test. And we won, we kept a clean sheet. Atmosphere is good, energy is right. So
inner and self-belief. Yes, Bordeaux are arrogant, but it only comes on arrogance and an issue when you lose games. When we win games, you never hear anything negative about it.
We're happy with the result, 2-0, another win, and still building the momentum, so happy.
Punch clear, O'Reilly back in, staying deflection. Oh, what a goal from Saka. That's a magnificent volley. Just a sensational goal.
To Craig Hope, Daily Mail's chief football reporter. Hey, Craig, you okay?
Craig?
Hi, guys. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you.
Yeah, good, thank you. Are you in Albania, Craig?
I am in Albania.
Oh.
Yeah, you can probably tell by the garish backdrop here. I mean, Tirana's answered to a boutique hotel.
Nice.
I'll let you judge how boutique it really is.
I quite like the art. It's quite nice, isn't it? I mean, I know nothing. I know very little about Albania. I guess when you go on these trips, you don't have a lot of time to see the city, see the country. It's sort of in, press conference, bed, game, home. Is that sort of how it works?
And we're both thrown in somewhere in between there. No, actually, this trip's a little bit different. We arrived here sort of yesterday afternoon, so I had time to go to Enver Hoxha's old house last night in the centre of Albania. Then I'll go and see a little bit of the city today, because this is one of those places, of course, I think you're a similar age to me, Max. It was the North Korea of Europe growing up, wasn't it? Closed off to the rest of the world. So there is a fascination here. So one of the perks of the job, I couldn't say to the wife and children, let's go for a weekend in Tirana or Skopje, where we were last year. So, you do get to see the world.
Very good.
No, that's good, isn't it? And so it's hard to get carried away with excitement of England's trip to Albania, given that, they've done so well. But there are lots of interesting... There are lots of interesting questions, as there always will be ahead of England going to a World Cup. Is the 10 the most interesting part of it for you? What's the thing that really is sort of exciting you with the storylines underneath what Thomas Tuchel does?
Yeah, the 10's the obvious place to start, and Morgan Rogers versus Jude Bellingham was arguably more interesting than England versus Serbia on Thursday night. And I liked what Tuchel did in that he kept Morgan Rogers in the team, and he's created over the last 3-4 camps this climate of fear/motivation. And I mean that for those in the team and out of the team. And by not putting Jude Bellingham back in, it sent a message not only to Bellingham, but to Rogers too. That jersey is yours. You're in possession of it. It's up to you to either lose it or keep it. Now, did Rogers do enough on Thursday night to stay in the team? I'm not sure he did. Well, what you can say in his defence is that he's a systems player, and does he allow then, by not stepping on the toes of Harry Kane or Elliot Anderson, Declan Rice in midfield, does Tuchel see that and prefer his team with Rodgers in it? Perhaps he does, and that would be the biggest argument for him staying there, because undoubtedly the better footballer with more stardust, and we saw that when he came on, is Bellingham. That's the call Tuchel's got to make.
Yeah, it was great when he came on.
He was really good. It's so fascinating because obviously and Tuchel knows this, and I think the good thing probably is that he doesn't care. It's whatever decision he makes every time he picks a team. But tomorrow, given how long there'll be before the next one, so much will be read into that starting 11, and we probably don't need to read as much into it than we will do, Craig.
No, I think we should though, because what he's told us he's going to do now, there won't be experimentation. The 11 you see picked will perhaps be the 11 he would pick were the World Cup to kick off tomorrow. And you touched on something there, Max, which I think is important to explore, this idea that Tuchel doesn't care. And I think that's a strength. That's why I didn't like last week this talk of him extending a contract now beyond the World Cup. I like the idea that he's only here for the next 6-7 months, and that is to pick a team and to build a team that will win the World Cup. If that means no Phil Foden, no Jude Bellingham, no Cole Palmer, then so be it. As soon as a manager commits beyond that, in creeps this idea of planning for the Euros in 2028. No, Thomas Tuchel is here to win a World Cup. Let's keep the focus on that. I think the short-term deal has been a strength for Tuchel, not a weakness, and that goes back to what you said just there, Max, about him not caring. I like that about him.
I've spent the last sort of 6 months being worried about our defence, thinking our defence isn't good enough. You know, if we're going to win the World Cup, we need a better defence. Yet we haven't let in one goal. That's what I was thinking. We've not let in one goal. It looks pretty solid. I know we're not playing against top-level opposition. What do you think needs to happen for it to make that next step up, Craig?
The problem we've got there, Charlie, is the defence hasn't yet had to defend. So
Yeah.
they've got an aggregate score of 20-0 in qualifying. I've been at all those games and they haven't really been tested or troubled at all. This England team, and it's in part because of the strength of the Premier League, and we're seeing it in the Champions League now as well with the success of the English teams. You know, they are strong. They do go faster and further, and they're stronger the longer games go on as well. So I don't think we're going to see the defence have to defend and be tested until the latter stages of the World Cup. Now, what you can develop in that time is understandings, is partnerships, is continuity. And the defence is the one area where that has to settle. I think now we could pick the two midfielders, we can pick the centre forward, arguably the two wingers, and a little bit of debate at number 10. But the back four, the two full-back positions, you know, the two at centre-half as well, there's about 5 or 6 or 7 players vying for that now. And I think what we need to see between now and the World Cup is a little bit of continuity, because there are good players in there. You know, Mark Gay, I think, out of all of them, would be the first name on the team sheet when he is fit at the back. Then they've got a fantastic goalkeeper behind them. Jordan Pickford, I don't think, gets the credit he deserves at times. You know, arguably one of the...
Never let us down, has he? Never, ever let us down.
No, Pickford's brilliant. He really is.
Yeah, I mean, that is the eternal thing that happens every major tournament, right? Elliot Anderson has been brilliant in the six, but he's yet to play France in the quarterfinal of the World Cup, and he doesn't do that until he plays France in the quarterfinal of the World Cup. There's almost there's no way of saying, could we arrange a game with this pressure and put these doesn't work like that, right? So you're always going slightly blindly into these tournaments.
You are to a degree, but then you look at players who will be in that England starting 11. I dare say, come next May, the bulk of them will be competing in Champions League quarterfinals, semi-finals, finals. So they have got that big game experience. But the point you make is right, Mac. As this group, this collective now, what Thomas Tuchel is creating, it all feels well and good, and there's a lot of positive noise around it. And Thomas Tuchel is getting a lot of positive press. I've got all the time in the world from. I find him fascinating companies. He's brilliant for us guys. But until you get to that France quarter-final, as we saw in 2022, you just don't know. But I think he's given them the best preparation and the best chance.
Good stuff, Craig. Well, look, enjoy your trip in Tirana and enjoy the game. Thanks for coming on, Craig.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Craig Hope there, Daily Mail's chief football reporter. Do you want some feedback, Charlie?
Yeah, sure. Go for it, yeah.
It's not entirely positive.
Okay, that's nothing new.
Can we take it? Can you take it?
I can always take it, Max.
Ellington.
Oh, yeah.
Every show should have an ex-sports person on it. It needs insight. Who are these people on now? They're boring. Just my thoughts.
That's nice. Has he never listened to the show before?
It's just their thoughts. It's just Ellington's thoughts.
Ellington record listening figures.
Are they
in the last one? So someone's listening, Ellington. It's a different sort of show. Just all you got to think is, not every show has to be exactly the same. You can have different people with different opinions. That's allowed.
You don't know how Ellington thinks.
I know.
Ellington
that's what I mean. Ellington, Ellington
is a conformist.
Exactly.
They're just his thoughts.
It's just his thoughts.
I'd like some more.
Welcome to my podcast.
If you'd like to text us, any text we get today, it has to finish with just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. It's nothing personal.
It's only going to get read out
thoughts.
if it says just my thoughts.
If you don't say just my thoughts, we're not interested. It'd be odd but I mean, you probably don't. It's probably superfluous, Ellington, when you think about it. Because if you said it, we are, we understand they're your thoughts because you've put them in a message, and we are presuming you don't speak for the nation or the world. Maybe you do.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I mean, John.
I'm enjoying the show,
here.
Charlie. Yes,
John
hi, John.
from Rugby.
Hi, John.
Do you two tubes? and I'm not sure it starts off very nice.
Okay.
Do you two tubes know that Wales and Scotland are playing today?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to cover that in a minute. You can't do it. You can't do all the whole show in one section. Just my thoughts. Just my thoughts.
Yeah, I'm having a nice time. Just my thoughts. It's quite fun to say, isn't it?
It's a fun
Hey,
thing to
Max and
say.
Charlie. The jump season, by the way, everyone, is back on Racing TV. You can enjoy a free month right now. Watch live racing from Cheltenham, Aintree, Punchestown, and much more. Head to racingtv.com/free trial now to get your free month. The jumps look better on Racing TV. To celebrate, Racing TV is giving away a pair of tickets to the New Year's Day racing at Cheltenham, a 50-inch TV, and a 1-year subscription to the channel. Go to talksport.com/win to enter 18+. T's and C's apply. Just my thoughts. Whose idea it was to play, nice sunny songs.
Amazing on a sunny afternoon.
On an international break when the weather is rubbish. Anyway, Max Rush and Charlie Baker with you on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins, doing what matters for the trade. Find out more at travisperkins.co.uk or download the app. Now, let's talk about the National League. It takes their 3-up campaign one step further this weekend. A day of action today. All the games in the National League will kick off at 3:03 today. To talk about it, the CEO of the National League, Phil Alexander, joins us. Hey, Phil.
Hello, Phil.
Good morning, Charlie.
Thanks for coming on. Look, both as a Cambridge fan and Charlie's a Torquay fan, we know how hard it is to get out of the National League and to get back into the Football League. And obviously the standard between League Two and the National League is there's not a lot of difference. So I think it is a good idea. My question, I guess, is how do you think this day of action will have any impact on the EFL? Because turkeys won't vote for Christmas, I guess.
Well, just starting from the top in terms of where we are in terms of the football pyramid in this country, it's the envy of the world, not just in terms of the quantity of teams, but also the quality, as you already pointed out. And it's something we should all be very proud of. However, there is a logjam between the League Two and the National League promotion places. And it's really dampening the ambition of all those clubs, and there's hundreds of them below the EFL in terms of wanting to move up through the pyramid. And the 3-up campaign is designed to throw a light on that issue and encourage the EFL to vote for the 3-up and 3-down from the Football League into the National League. Ultimately, it's the EFL club's decision. That's a club vote to make it happen. However, before that, it's up to the board to then put it on the agenda for that discussion to happen. So really, it's about getting the EFL board to maybe realise the importance of doing it for the good of the game, but equally the amount of positivity there is not just amongst EFL clubs but also EFL fans as well. So it's designed to put pressure on them, but it is their decision. But you also have to realise there's a huge amount of support within the EFL for this as well. 32 clubs within the EFL have at some time played in the National League and understand the pressures and the difficulty of getting out of that league as well.
Have you spoken to the EFL? I mean, is the relationship good?
Yeah, obviously I'd spent a lot of time at Crystal Palace, working in the Premier League and indeed in the EFL. I know pretty much most of the guys involved, and we've had conversations privately. There's a lot of support for it, but it needs to go through the right channels, and that means the board putting it on the agenda at board meeting and then taking it to the clubs sometime this season in time for a change for next season. Obviously, the clubs this season won't be voting for any relegation, but it'll be for next season onwards.
I mean, it does benefit them from a competitive point of view, because what often happens is the promoted clubs they do double promotions. It's not unknown for them to go up twice, and it's more competitive. The football is more competitive. They seem better set up clubs because they've had to cut their cloth accordingly while they've been in the non-league. So it does benefit the Football League.
What's on, Charlie? I mean, just a stat for you. Since 2003, when 23 years ago, when it was moved to 2-up from 1-up, not one club has gone up and come straight back down again from the National League into League Two. And in fact, 8 clubs have gone up again, as you already pointed out.
Yeah, the difficulty that you obviously have, and you can be very persuasive to the EFL, and I'm sure you have National League clubs that go up and then suddenly go, actually, I've changed my mind. Can I shock you? I don't want to go down. Is that you see it at all levels of football. You see the top of the Premier League, just trying to look after themselves. You see the bottom of the Premier League moaning about the top of the Premier League, but not helping clubs below them. You see clubs in the Championship not really caring about clubs in League One. The sort of the idea of the football family is kind of sweet, but it doesn't really exist, does it? So I think it's such a good idea. I think it would help. I think it would help League Two clubs, because if you go down, you've got a better chance of coming back up again. but I just don't think I've ever known it happen in football. Just people doing the right thing for the right reasons.
Interest probably does take priority, Max. You're absolutely right in lots of cases, but we're talking about the good of the game here. And actually, when you look at it, the National League clubs that come up are stronger, in lots of cases stronger than the League Two clubs that they're going to join anyway. So the reality is there is a huge amount of sympathy within the EFL for this to happen, and it's really fair and it's equitable, and it brings everything in line with the whole pyramid. I mean, the football world has evolved hugely since 1986, when you probably remember, like I do, that that used to apply for re-election in those days, and then it went to one, then it's two, and now it's only right that it's just equality up and down the pyramid.
I do remember that because actually every single year Torquay United more or less came bottom of the league, but were re-elected because chairmen used to like their weekends in Torquay rather than have to go to Telford or somewhere. So that is genuinely what used to happen.
Just one final question from me, Phil, is what happens at the bottom of National League North and South? And if the leagues below them said, could we have more teams coming up, would you be open to that?
Below the National League, well, you've got National League North and South, of course, is that it splits into regional leagues, it splits into areas. So it becomes very difficult. And at the moment, it's pretty fair as it's structured at the moment. But you've got one league, National League, and you're going into another single league, which is League Two, which has only got 2 places, which is imbalanced really throughout. Well, of course, we would look at everything else further down the pyramid, but it gets far harder because of the regionality of it.
I mean, four teams get relegated from the National League North and South, so and only 2 go up, and it's never the team that comes second goes up. They never win the playoffs. It always falls apart. Do I sound bitter? That's because we lost the playoffs.
Maybe you do sound bitter.
Came second by goal difference last season. I've let it go.
Phil, what's the next plan? Like 303, it's a good idea, right? People are talking about it, we're talking about it, but then what happens after today? It's an international break. It's a good time to be doing this. Sort of, how do you keep your campaign going?
Well, the next thing that's happened is the EFL board to put it on their agenda and take it to the clubs to vote on it. That's the next thing.
Right. And is that just League Two? Is that the whole 72? Is it that would vote?
All 72 clubs will need to vote at the EFL to push this through, and obviously the case will be made with them in terms of why at that stage. But the first thing to do is ask the board to get it on their agenda, to bring it to the attention of the club so they can debate it properly. That hasn't happened as of yet, and it's our objective from this whole campaign. And it's gone really well, and I have hardly heard a bad word said against it. It's just fair in case of, when you compare it to what's going on at the moment.
Yeah.
And how many votes do you, like, of the 72, do you just need a majority, or do you need the Premier League, it's like 14 of the 20, for example. What's the vote you need?
75% of the EFL clubs to vote in favour, plus 50% of the Championship as well. So, the Championship all get a vote, and League One and League Two all vote for it as well. But they'll take it all in the round and understand the benefits of doing it, and hopefully they'll see our side of the argument.
Oh, well, good luck, Phil. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Phil Alexander there, the CEO of the National League. It's an interesting idea, Charlie. I mean, it does make sense.
Yeah,
but
I mean, look, I'm all for it.
Self-interest is everywhere in
self-interest, but you also would lose that jeopardy of, when you do drop out of the league, it's no longer just you disappear out of all hope. All hope disappears. The National League is a good, fun league and difficult to get out of. And maybe that's part of its beauty, that it is difficult to get out of, and the jeopardy of falling into it is there. So that makes that competition quite exciting. But I'm all for 3 up, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Mainly.
Yeah, we are in favour. Let's see what power we have. We lend our incredible influence and power to this campaign.
Turkeys don't vote for Christmas. Just my thoughts. Oscar from Hertfordshire.
Oh, thanks, Oscar. What do you mean chairman would rather go to Torquay than Telford? What's wrong with Telford? We have the oldest iron bridge in the world, says Gaz, the Wolves fan in Telford, of course. This is the warm-up on talkSPORT in partnership with Travis Perkins, doing what matters for the trade. Find out more at travisperkins.co.uk or download the app. Kwaku Afari versus normal person Shane Parrott in just a second. How tall are they? Just checking, Charlie. Did that bit go out?
I don't
Just
know.
us?
It was a new low.
Sometimes there is like a pregnant silence between.
Well, I think it did go out. Kevin says shambles. Just my thoughts.
Very fair.
That wasn't our fault. That was nothing to do with us.
The travel news guys, they're real wind-up merchants, aren't they? Because they know it's their turn, and then they really hold off because they want to see what the emergency song is, which is probably Danny Kelly's "My Sporting Life" with Harry Redknapp. But it was, we tried our very best. I couldn't hear you, but I did some talking.
You did some great covering.
You did some talking.
Great covering.
That's sort of you've got to try these things.
You have to try it out.
Anyway, let's play How Tall Are They?
Okay.
A big game today. As we must be nearing the end of the last 16. I don't have it in front of me.
I don't know.
Surely we are. Surely we're nearly at the quarterfinals. But look, we've got a big game today. And at home, it's Kwaku Afari.
Let's go surfing now.
Everybody's learning out.
Kwaku Afari with me. Kwaku Afari with me. Craig writes, is this thing on? 1, 2, 3. Is this thing on? 1, 2, 3. Hey, Kwaku, what's going on?
How you doing, guys?
Yeah, very good, thank you. Very good. I mean, the studio's falling apart around us.
Just proved Ellington right. Just my thoughts, man. He does have a point. I'm with Ellington now.
I'm with Ellington.
So, Kwaku, look, you're 2-0 up. You're just playing a civilian, so you've got to be feeling confident.
Very confident, yeah. I woke up. I've had a big breakfast, and I'm ready to go. I'm raring.
Okay, good.
Okay, let's bring on your competitor. He's 2-0 down. He's away to Kwaku Afari. This would be the victory of all victories to get to the quarterfinals. It's Shane Parrott.
Like a bird. I only fly away. I don't know where my soul is. I don't know where my home is.
Yeah. Meditation Dan says, did we just get unintentional meditation session on the show? You love to see it. Yes, we absolutely did. Welcome, Shane Parrott. How are you?
I am furious. I am furious.
Why?
Furious?
What's up?
Oh, right.
Well, it was a travesty in the home leg.
Right.
Max, you weren't here. Charlie and Reese really stitched me up. They hired Andy Jacobs to intimidate me. He was analysing me, judging me. Of course I didn't get anything right. But then I thought, Max Rushden's back this week. Fairness will
He's
return.
a nice guy, yeah.
It won't be the warm-up product bias that we had last time. But then I find out that Kwaku Afari's home for the second leg as well as the first leg.
Okay. Oh, no.
We've got it the wrong way round. It's the wrong way round.
Shane, are you at home? Are you at home, Shane?
Oh, my gosh.
I'm not one to complain.
Okay, no, it doesn't sound like it.
This is an outrage.
It's gone badly already.
Hey, Kwaku, do you remember? Were you at home last time? Were you away? Do you recall? It's a big moment, so you must remember.
I do not recall, but whatever you guys want to do. I don't want to be accused of cheating, so whatever you guys want to do.
Okay. I believe in Shane Parrott. He seems an honest guy to me. So, look, Shane, you can be at home. It means absolutely nothing, but you do get to go first.
Let's play.
In the first one. Let's play, everybody. Okay, then, Shane. After Troy Parrott scored 2 for the Republic of Ireland, we are giving you more footballers from ancient Greece. Here we go. Ancient Greek footballers. We begin with Zeus Grobbelaar. How tall? How tall is Zeus Grobbelaar, Shane Parrott?
I'll go 6 foot.
6 foot. Kwaku Afari?
I will go 6'1".
Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how.
Kwaku Afari with me.
3-0.
3-0, 4 to guess. This is pretty big stuff.
Good luck, Shane. Good luck.
Okay, come on, Shane Parrott.
Kwaku Afari, how tall is Minotaure Andre Flo? Minotaure Andre Flo.
I'm going to say 5'10".
5'10", Shane Parrott. Torre Andre Flo.
I thought he was much taller. I'll go 6'4".
He is 6'4".
Oh, 6'4", look at that.
He is 6'4".
He's 6'4".
He is
6'4".
He's 6'4". He's
6'4". He's 6'4".
You can see what I was saying. You can see it.
There it is. Okay. I don't know. Just my thoughts.
The turnaround.
I'm like a bird.
The turnaround is on. This is good.
Comeback is
okay
on.
then. Shane Parrott, how tall is Steve Vickers? Steve Vickers. How tall is Steve Vickers?
I don't know who this is. I'll go 5'10".
5'10". Quaker Fari.
Oh, I'm gutted about a Torre Andre Flo. I'm going to get killed by all Chelsea fans.
Yeah, you are. You took a foot off Torre Andre Flo. You took 1 foot off him. You should get every banned
I was thinking
from this competition.
I was thinking Steve Vickers, I don't know who he is either. 5'9".
6'1".
6'1".
Classic centre back.
Which means Kwaku has.
But he flew too close to the sun. Yeah. Of course he did. Remember that famously about Steve Vickers.
Does that mean Kwaku has won the tie? I think it does.
That's not. Well, it's just add the jeopardy. Don't say.
Oh no, it can be still be 3-3, can't it?
It can still be 3-3. Yeah.
Sure. So Shane Parrott. No, Kwaku Afari. How tall is Kevin Acropolisby? Kevin Lisby. Kevin Acropolisby.
I don't know. 5'11".
5'11". Shane Parrott.
Again, my lack of knowledge. I don't know who this is. I'll just go 5'10".
Oh, the comeback's still on. This could be extraordinary.
Afari has taken his foot off the gas.
So Quaker Afari 3-2
coasting.
up against Shane Parrott into the last guess. It could go to a tiebreaker. If, Shane Parrott, you can tell us the exact height of Poseidon Hutchinson. How tall is Poseidon Hutchinson?
I'll go 5'11".
Quaker Afari.
Oh, I'll go 6'2".
6'1", but Quaker Afari is through to the quarterfinals.
Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Quaker Afari with me.
Wow,
Hey, well done, Quaker, into the quarterfinals. Oh, you made hard work of it. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I did. The Torre Andre Flo one threw me. I thought I was going to throw it all the way there, but yeah, managed to hold on to the lead and happy to move through to the next round.
Yeah.
It is worth clarifying, if you are a Chelsea fan, you're just switching on, but Quaker Afari, Chelsea fan, thought Torre Andre Flo was 5'4". That is really fun. Shane, it's been a real pleasure.
Great job, Shane.
And it's been a wonderful journey. Here are your highlights. No, we haven't made that montage, Shane. I'm really sorry.
Well, thank you very much for letting me play.
Oh, you're very welcome,
Shane.
Shane.
It's been a pleasure. You've done so well. You are the civilian. You are the normal person.
Yeah.
Just the riffraff to get furthest in this competition.
Very
How do you
well.
feel?
I feel very honoured, and I mean, considering the institutional bias, considering that even when I got something right, the music wasn't ready.
Yeah, that's true. That was true.
There was never intention for me to even score a goal.
Wow,
Yeah,
that is
it's
true.
not a level playing field. If we've learned nothing, we only care about celebrities on this show. Thank you, Shane.
Thank you, Shane.
So look, must be unless there's a replay. I am hearing reports.
Must be it.
I'm hearing reports that there might have to be a rematch between Perry Groves and Danny Kelly. No confirmation yet.
If not, it's the draw next week for the last 16,
yes,
isn't
the
it?
quarterfinal
Last eight.
draw. I love
Eight?
that. The
Quarterfinal
velvet
draw,
bag.
yeah.
Sir Bert Millerchip, Ted Croker will be there, Graham Kelly, and everything's going to be absolute. It's going to be
Rod Stewart absolutely hammered.
Rod Stewart will be wasted, picking it out, going, Paul Hawksby versus Lars Sivertson. In he goes, hand into the velvet bag. Right, here we go. It is Max and Charlie with you until 1. 4 bits done. 8 to go. Lars Sivertson's next.
Tyson Fury, Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez. Just hearing these names makes you think money and the hundreds of millions of dollars, pounds or Saudi riyals in boxing. But that's at the top. At the bottom, it isn't quite the same. Even for those on the rise, there's not an awful lot of cash in the boxing world. And if you're just starting out, well, it can be a very costly exercise indeed. But don't take my word for it. Here's the former European champion, talkSPORT's Spencer Oliver.
You're turning professional and you're boxing, let's say, York Hall on a non-televised fight. You have to sell tickets to earn any money, but you have to cover the wages of your opponent as well. So if you don't have the ability to be able to sell enough tickets, you effectively have to pay to fight.
A far cry then from Jake Paul facing Mike Tyson in 2024, when the purse was reported to be around £48 million. But the vast amounts of cash lining the top dog's pockets isn't the norm in a typical fight.
Let's say you're lucky and you get between 5 and 10 grand. You're going to get 10 grand max for that. 10% goes to the trainer, 25% goes to the manager. Then we've got the tax man to pay as well. So we're cutting that money in at least half. So now you've got 5 grand for a 10-week camp. So you're talking about a guy here earning, he might be clearing 500 quid a week. How do you support a family on that? So boxers chase the dream. And, you know, there's probably 2% of them that actually make it.
So say you do make it and you start to rise up the ranks. Strikers Boxing, a training academy, says the mid-tier fighters can earn more, somewhere between £10,000 and £50,000 a fight, depending on record, profile, opponent and popularity of weight class. It's only at the top level does the real cash start flowing in, with the top-tier professionals, i.e. those going for titles, earning 6 figures a fight. Something else you'll have heard of is the terms prize fighter or journeyman. A prize fighter is, as it sounds, someone who picks up fights where they can and gets a nice big check if they win. Journeymen are the fighters who take on up-and-comers, effectively used for experience in the ring. Even if they're going up against the real prospects, a young Anthony Joshua, for example, these guys will be lucky to earn more than 10 grand. So the average boxer isn't as rich as you'd think.
Destination Football on talkSPORT with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, we're here for it.
Last, baby, the last time. I don't know.
Paul says, Max, Troy wasn't in Greece. It was across the Aegean, which is now modern-day Turkey. Still fun nonetheless. Paul, the Man United fan of Rochdale. So, do we have to have a rematch for that one? People really enjoyed talkSPORT going silent before the travel news.
That was exciting, wasn't it? Lovely
news
gap.
lover saying, the fact your audio was having a mare and you both sounded like you were trapped in a Perspex box.
Hello?
Are you there? Is that what you did? Because I couldn't hear you either.
Can you hear me, Max? I said. Can you hear me? It's like we'd invented the telephone. Hello?
Hello?
Can
this
you
is
hear
London. London, hello?
Can you hear me?
Really good stuff. Matt says, look, you thought your power, because we're worried that the City Electric man will cut the pylon off to fix Mary's electricity at number 11, and mine might go off. But actually, it was the power at talkSPORT that went off, and there was me just manning the fort. Anyway, let's look ahead to today's action with Enterprise Rent-A-Car, and Lars Sivertson joins us. Welcome, Lars.
Hello, Lars.
I like that you've added harmonies to the intro song. That hit me. That's really, I feel really appreciated. Very good. How are you doing today?
Very good. Hey, good. Yeah, England are good, aren't they, Lars? England are really good.
They are very good. Does that mean they were going to win the World Cup?
Yeah, they're going to win the World Cup. Yeah,
that was good.
Going to walk it.
No, but on a serious note, it is comforting to see that Italy have performed that well in the 2 games against Serbia, because it is a real thing. The way the qualifications are structured, the way the groups are seeded, you do often end up like not playing a lot of decent teams in the run-up to the World Cup. So okay, you can provide some severe thrashings to Latvia and Andorra and stuff like that, but that doesn't tell you a lot. So when you look at this qualifying group for England, the thing you're really interested in is seeing how the Serbia games go, how the deals, because Serbia are not terrible at least. And England have played their best games, I would argue, against Serbia. So that's really positive.
Wow. Some more hope. Some more hope. We all know the truth. We all know it's going to come crashing down against Argentina in the last 16. We know it. Someone will be a villain and then I'll do an advert in 20 years' time for AI insurance or something.
Would we beat Argentina? Would we beat Argentina?
Oh,
do you think we could beat Argentina?
I mean, we could, but we probably won't. That's the thing, isn't it, Lars? And like we were saying a bit earlier in the show, you know, because we haven't played anyone really good, and you're right, Serbia was a test, but they have been poor, Serbia, right? Because they haven't even come second in this group. Then, you know, that midfield looks really nice and balanced, but you don't know what it's like against Brazil or France.
No, and you specifically don't know what it's like against Brazil playing in the middle of summer in very, very high heat in America. I think that's the big test that we really have not. And there's really no way of preparing for that, right? So we can only work on what you have. I agree with you. I think Serbia have some good players, but they haven't been good. And I think they're a bad matchup for England because they've got quite a lot of slow dudes. They've got quite a lot of physical punch, but they don't have a lot of pace. And if you look at the England attack, there's some speedy guys there. So that's a little bit of a mismatch. But what I think is interesting from the last clutch of games, it does look like he's settled on Rice and Elliot Anderson as like, this is our midfield. Like the way he's just he's not even trying options a lot of the time. It seems quite clear that this is what we're doing. I'm a little bit surprised, honestly, personally, that Wharton hasn't been getting more minutes, but he did come on in this game at least. I would like to have seen him play 1 or 2 games just to see how that works, to have that as an option. But there's also an upside to giving Rice and Anderson as many games together as you can, I guess, for them to develop a link-up and develop a dynamic. Because one of the biggest challenges in international football is that you only have the players for a short period of time. They don't play that often, then it takes ages until they play again. So actually building partnerships is a real challenge. So it will have been a benefit to Rice and Anderson to have had as much time together in midfield as they've had in the last group of games.
Now, all the listeners think you're from County Cork, Lars, but you are a Norwegian, and you know, and Norway have qualified. I don't know how long it's been. It feels like it's been forever. I mean,
here's the thing, Max. I was about to say I don't want to jinx it. I feel like this is unjinx. I mean, we haven't 100% qualified, but I feel like this is as close to 100% as we get, because we are 3 points ahead of Italy in the group with Italy left to play, which on paper sounds like we could lose to Italy. But the thing is, our goal difference is so much better than the Italians that we would have to lose by more than 17 goals.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
And that feels like it shouldn't happen. Like I find it hard to believe that we will lose to Italy by more than 17 goals, but mathematically it can happen. Now, I will tell you, we have been celebrating as if we are qualified. In truth, I think the players celebrated more or less as if they were qualified after they beat Israel in the last pause, because that meant we only had to beat Estonia and not lose by a ridiculous number of goals to Italy. So that was kind of it. But now we have beaten Estonia. And there was actually 0-0 at halftime in that game. And people started going, this is not what we thought was going to happen. We really struggled in the first half to break down Estonia, but in the second half scored 4 pretty quick goals. And you'll be delighted to know it was Erling Haaland and Alexander Sørloth up front. It was the big man combo.
Yeah, I love that.
We've had to put poor Alexander Sørloth, all 6'4" of him, out wide a few times. But for this game against Estonia, we were always going to hem them in. So it was just put those 2 in the box and put the crosses in. All 4 goals scored from crosses into the box. It was big man, get it in the mixer. And it was a delightful thing to see.
But actually, like Haaland, it will be great to have Haaland at the World Cup, won't it?
Yeah, him and Martin Ødegaard should be at a World Cup, and it's an incredible privilege for me as a Norwegian. Like right now, we have the best center forward and arguably the best playmaker, certainly one of the best playmakers in the Premier League, are from my country. We're a country of 5 million people. Like this is ridiculous, and I'm just trying to make sure, even though we kind of work with this and we try to stay professional, that I really enjoy this, because I don't think I'm going to see this again in my lifetime. I think this is it. Like, I'm not going to see us have the best striker and the best sort of creator in the league at the same time ever again. So we have to just really cherish this as a Norwegian football fan, fundamentally. And we also have to think, if we can't get to the World Cup under those circumstances and the expanded format, really, everyone needs to be dropped into a gunk tank or something. Like, if you weren't able to do that, it would have been a disaster. So at least we have managed to do it now, and it's very important. You'll be delighted to know that, again, Erling Haaland, humble hero, after the game they ordered some junk food for the team to celebrate, because sometimes even the footballers, so outside of the ground, Erling Haaland was spotted picking up an alleged 60 to 70 cheeseburgers that had been delivered for the squad, and it was Haaland, of all people, who was on picking up burger duty.
Very nice.
Matt says technically Norway only need to lose by 9, as the goal difference will double, because
that's a good point. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
We have very clever listeners.
So it's 9.
Yeah.
Or very stupid correspondence. This depending on. Could we lose by 9? I feel like that's possible. I feel like that I was happier when I thought it was 17, because I'm not good at the maths. But now that it's 9,
if you're 4 or 5 down by half time, then it's game on.
I mean, that would be not fun. That would be not fun at all. So let's just keep it. Nothing stupid the first 50 minutes.
Now, Italy, we presume Italy, barring this sensational 9-0 win, will go into the playoffs. You've done some sort of playoff work so other people don't have to.
I mean,
I looked at sort of... Carry on, you Karen.
No, I just want to break down the expectations that you just built up. I haven't gone through all of it, because there are still things that can change. There are still permutations. But I just took a quick glance at it and thought, we're going to have some good teams in this playoff. I mean, currently, this could still change. We got some games left. Turkey are heading for the playoffs. Yeah. Poland will be in the playoffs. Czech Republic are not terrible. Hungary are not terrible. Beat England not that long ago. Sweden are heading into the playoffs under Graham Potter. Sweden, who, of course, stopped. I mean, Italy lost to Sweden in the playoffs for the 2018 World Cup. And then Italy lost to North Macedonia in the playoffs to the 2022 World Cups. So Italy, so far, they don't love the playoffs in recent times. They have a 3rd straight playoff now, and hopefully it will go better for them. But I think to get Sweden again, which is possible, I think would be a very nervy occasion for the Italians. I don't think they'd love that.
Yeah, and to miss the 3rd World Cup in a row would just be extraordinary for Italy, wouldn't it? So Sweden are in the playoffs because of the Nations League. That's right. Graham Potter's there. Yeah. So that'd be interesting. Yeah. Like when fit, they've got an amazing set of attackers at least.
Yeah, they do. Like, it is. So it's Graham Potter's first game for Sweden today versus Switzerland, and it'll be interesting to see what he does with it. It has been suggested in the press that he is going back to 4-4-2, which it's easy to make jokes there. Get the English manager in, and it's 4-4-2 straight away. But really, Sweden have been at international level played a lot of 4-4-2, which is something that kind of goes all the way back to when Roy Hodgson was coaching in Sweden, and was very, very influential for the direction Swedish football took tactically. And of course, it makes sense if you can get Isak and the other striker, Gyökeres, whose name escapes me right now. This is the classic anti-Swedish bias from the Norwegian here. I can't even remember their players. Can't even remember. Now, Isak will not play. Yeah, whoever that guy is. Isak will not play every minute of both the games. He's not ready for that. Potter has spoken about that ahead of the game, is that he'll probably have to help them off the bench, but they're going to try to give them two as many minutes together up front and build a platform behind there. I can tell you he is already, generally speaking, has been very well received in Sweden, Graham Potter. They remember the great work he did there at club level, but also they really hated Jon Dahl Tomasson. He was a profoundly unpopular coach for the Swedish team. They were not happy to have a Danish guy in charge to begin with. And when the Danish guy didn't want to move to Sweden, he kept living he lived in Holland throughout the period, which was a slightly rogue move. He spoke English in press conferences, which the Swedes thought was a little odd. So it might be surprising to learn that Graham Potter speaks considerably better Swedish than his predecessor in the Sweden job. He speaks really good Swedish, Graham Potter. It was lovely to hear.
Maybe that's maybe he was speaking Swedish in the West Ham dressing room. Maybe that's where he went wrong.
That's so mean, Charlie. I think there are not that many English people who speak another language fluently. No, I think we should only be positive. I think that's really cool.
Yeah. You nasty man, Charlie.
I was doing one of my jokes.
Yeah, no, it was good. No, I enjoyed it. And I was just trying to think if there were any Swedish West. I didn't laugh because I was trying to think of if there were any Swedish West.
Were there anyone in there? No, I don't think so.
I couldn't, and I was stuck on Vladimir Sufal, who isn't Swedish. That was my thought.
No, he
if
is
you want
Czech.
to know the inner workings of my brain, that was what was going on. Anyway, Lars, stay with us.
We know the inner workings of your brain sound like this. Boom, 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 boom.
We know that, don't we all? Is anyone there? Hello? Can anyone? Is this thing on? That was a look ahead of some of the players that we feel will be here for it. Deliver this weekend with Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
Destination football on talkSPORT with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk.
James says Vladimir Sufal now plays in Germany for Hoffenheim. What are you even doing on talkSPORT?
Yes, come on, guys. Pick it up, will you?
Yes, my apologies. Oh, and James as well. This was good. No, Scott, the Spurs fan, says, I'd put in a transfer request, Charlie, after that chucked under the bus by your peers tumbleweed gate silence moment.
I'm used to it.
I'm
sorry
used
about
to it.
that. It's jealousy.
Now, get ready to kick off 2026 in style, everyone. talkSPORT and our mates at Virgin Atlantic are giving you the chance to win an incredible trip for two to Las Vegas. You'll kick things off in style with exclusive access to the Virgin Atlantic Clubhouse, Heathrow, then fly in upper-class comfort with live flat beds and premium service all the way to Vegas. What are you laughing at? Once you touch down, you'll check into the Spa Villa for 4 nights. Cheer from the stands as the Las Vegas Raiders take on Kansas, and we'll give you £5,000 cash to play with while you're there. Clear your calendar. January the 2nd to the 7th, 2026. This could be the greatest start to a new year you've ever had. Here are the T's and C's.
21 plus, UK excluding Northern Ireland. For a chance to win, text WIN to 83338. Text at £2 plus standard network rates. Bill payer's permission required. Or call 03434239761. Calls are charged at standard rate. All entries must be received by the 28th of November at 4 p.m. This is a network promotion. Run across talkSPORT, Virgin Radio UK and Talk. Full terms and conditions at talksport.com.
Lars Iverson is with me and Charlie for the next bit. Lars, let's talk about Cristiano Ronaldo and possibly missing the opening 2 games of the World Cup. Presuming, Gianni doesn't sort of find a way. But, I mean, look, I'm not a VAR fan, but that VAR was so good. That crowd, just knowing what was going to happen and just seeing it all, just each moment unfurl in front of their eyes was heavenly.
I do think that's the kind of thing I'd like to think almost everyone can agree that VAR works for. Is those like violent stuff off the ball, which is really tricky for the ref to catch because you're only one referee and there's 22 dudes out there and you have to mostly focus where the ball is. And if someone elbows someone somewhere else, like it's hard. And it's good that VAR is there because usually the mere presence as VAR means most players are clever not to do that. They will realize if I elbow someone for no reason, I'll probably get a red card, so I won't do that, and it causes less elbowing. Not Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, who, I mean, it's hard to explain why a 40-year-old who has experienced as much as he has, won as much as he has, cannot keep his cool in what should be like a pretty standard qualifier against Ireland, albeit one in which they were not doing well. It absolutely mystifies me why he's not more experienced and more savvy in that situation. And it's the accusations that have kind of followed him throughout his career. No one is suggesting for a second that he's not an incredible footballer, one of the best in history, but this sort of petulant streak has always been there. But he hasn't been getting a ton of red cards. But it is mystifying behavior. And
if he can get that streak out of his game, he might have some success in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, exactly. Well, that's the whole thing I don't want to say. Like it would be foolish to like disparage him in any sort of way but he has that in him. And this could have real consequences. Like it's an automatic 1-match ban, so he's out of the game against Armenia. That shouldn't matter because I have actually watched a few of the Armenian national team's games this year. They are terrible. So that really, I love coming here and being the Euro nerd who goes, actually, this team you haven't heard of, they're actually kind of good. I cannot do that with the Armenians. They're no good. So Portugal should beat them comfortably no matter what. But because it clearly is violent conduct. I mean, according to FIFA's disciplinary code, a red card for assault, including elbowing, punching, kicking, biting, spitting, or hitting an opponent, should carry a 3-match suspension. Oh. And looking at the replays of that, I don't see how you could possibly argue that it doesn't qualify. So that means a 3-game suspension for Ronaldo, which means he misses the 2 first group stage games. Unless the Portuguese pull a fast one, lose to Armenia on purpose, drop into the playoffs, and get rid of Ronaldo's ban there. I mean, that could be a very sort of galaxy brain way of getting him to the World Cup. But of course, you might lose the playoffs, which would be sad.
Also in that group, you mentioned Hungary are currently in that playoff spot, but the Republic of Ireland, if they win, go into that. What chance do you give the Republic? I mean, it was a great win for them. It was a brilliant, much just terrible football. It's been so bad for so long. That was such a great moment. But what chance for them?
Yeah, first of all, really happy for them because I feel like earlier in the year when Ireland went to Yerevan and lost and were beaten 2-1 by Armenia and were well beaten in that game, that felt like them kind of bottoming out. Like I know you have better generations in Irish football and you have worse generations, but like getting just 2-1, but Armenia were so much better than them that was embarrassing. But they bounced back from that. They've got that 1-0 win against Armenia in Dublin, and now what a result against Portugal. It's absolutely incredible. And it means they're right in it now. Hungary are, on paper, probably a slightly better team than Ireland, and it's not an easy one, but they have a chance. They absolutely have a chance. So, what an incredible turnaround that would be.
Come on, Ireland.
Totally. Elsewhere, anything else you want to pick out?
Nick Baltimore scored, didn't he? Nick Baltimore scored for Germany, I think. I like him.
Yeah, but it's worth pointing out. So Germany beat Luxembourg 2-0, and Luxembourg have in the last few years kind of rose above. They're not a joke team anymore. They're not completely terrible. They're not like the San Marino, Liechtenstein, Andorra bracket. Luxembourg don't belong there anymore. But they're still a team you would expect Germany to play well against. And I have to say, there was 0-0 at halftime. The first half, Germany were kind of stinky here. Now, they improved in the second half. Wohlgemuth got 2 goals. But it's certainly one of those performances that doesn't... Again, if you're Germany, you're mostly... Nagelsmann is mostly trying to find a team that really works, something they can go into the World Cup with. And this wasn't super, super promising from them. So very much a work in progress still there. But there were a couple of surprising results. Almost no one listening will care about this, but Malta beat Finland away from home, which is ridiculous. That should not happen. On behalf of my Nordic brethren, the Finns, really embarrassing stuff from Finland. And Poland held the Dutch, which is, Holland are going to qualify, no problem with that, but they were held by Poland. And the Dutch are one of those teams you look at and think, in almost every section of that team, there is the quality to potentially have a real run at the World Cup. Because there's so much at the back with Van Dijk and Van de Ven, and you've got Jurgen Timber there. There's so many good players in midfield. Gravenberch, Frankie de Jong. There's a ton of Gianni Reinders at City. There's a ton of good players across the board, but somehow they are still almost completely reliant on Memphis Depay up front, which is. It feels like that shouldn't be happening anymore. No. I feel like we should have moved on at some point. Now, pop quiz for you guys. This is slightly mean. Can any of you tell me where Memphis Depay plays football at the moment? Where do you think he is? Without looking it up.
China.
Without looking it up.
The Chinese league.
Liga Mexico.
Those are both really good suggestions, but he is actually in Brazil. He's playing for Corinthians in Brazil, which is at least a cooler life choice, I think, than going to China. So I applaud Memphis for that. But it doesn't. That is something. If they can find a striker from somewhere, then I do think this team, and the fact that they were held by the Poles suggests that, in the forward area, they do have some issues to address still.
Hey Lars, lovely stuff. Thanks for rattling through all of that.
Thanks, Lars.
Anytime, guys.
You're a good man. And now, Lars Everton there. Now, listen, somehow, Charlie, Jolly Hockey Sticks has survived. Another, yes. So we need a caller, and we need somebody who really is enthusiastic and believes that it's a good radio feature.
Yeah.
So if you're that person, 03717 223344, 03717 223344. You can
Jolly Hockey Sticks.
You can see it there. Jolly Hockey Sticks. We're going to play it in 50 minutes.
This might be its last ever outing, because this is the last international break for a while.
Yeah, you could be the person that killed Jolly Hockey Sticks. It's up to you. 03717 223344. We may never ever do this feature again for good reason. Canoeing. Who knows? 03717 223344. It's Max and Charlie here until 1. Morning, everybody. It is the warm-up on talkSPORT. Max Rush and Charlie Baker with Until 1. Jolly Hockey 6 coming up in about 10 minutes' time. We can't hold back the excitement. First of all, let's look at the latest odds out of today's action with William Hill.
In the Zone on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Final One Standing. New from William Hill. 18 plus gambleaware.org. Terms and conditions apply.
Ben Barrett joins us. Ben, let's start with Final One Standing, because it must be down to 4 people now or something like that.
It's not far off, to be perfectly honest with you, from the original 300,000-ish people that took part in that 500,000 mega opening week draw. We're down to less than 1% of all people involved. It all gets back underway next weekend with the return of the Premier League. As it stands, Aston Villa at Leeds United is the most popular early pick for those who are still involved in those big early jackpot games. New jackpots start every single week. If you've never played before, there's still time to get involved. Simply pick a Premier League team each week to progress through. If they win, you are indeed through. If you're out, then you can always start again. But yeah, off that original 500,000, less than 1% of people starting to scramble to find some emergency picks.
Yeah, but you're not doing a rollover. That's what you need to be. When it gets down to 3, if they all lose, everyone back in. 300,000 back in. That's what it's got to be. Right, Scotland are playing, Wales are playing. Big games for them. Not as important for England tomorrow, I guess. But should we start with the Scots?
Yeah, they need a result today in Greece. It's not going to be necessarily easy, but if they get that result, it sets up that winner-takes-all match against the Danes next week at Hampden Park. Scotland are 23-10, the draw 2-1. Greece on home soil are 11-10. Scott McTominay will almost certainly be vital for them. We've boosted him to have 2 or more shots on target. That's 4-1. Lawrence Shankland to open the scoring is 8-1 in the betting in that game. Both this game and the Wales game later on both have Bet Builder winnings boost attached on them. So if you want to put together a bet builder, and if it wins, you'll get 25% more on top of that. And of course, all of your goal scorer markets and your extra player markets are covered by Impact Sub. So if you do want to back Che Adams to score at any time at 13-5, he doesn't. He's then replaced later on by, let's say, Lyndon Dykes, who does score. Your bet will still stand. That's the Scottish. Slightly easier for Wales, I think, up against a Liechtenstein side that in the qualification campaign haven't even so much as scored a goal yet. And the betting reflects that. 1-33 for Wales to come away from Liechtenstein with a win. The draw is 14s. Liechtenstein is 66-1 to do something quite remarkable in that game. If you want to get involved in something at slightly better value, match result and 5 or more goals in the game, Wales are 13-10. That's slightly more palatable. We've boosted Kiefer Moore to score a header in the game. That is 3-1. Slightly easier for them.
A bit of EFL today. So Luton Rotherham's on talkSPORT 2 at 3 o'clock today. Cambridge United, of course, home to Barnet, which is the big game of the day. But have you got an ACCA for the EFL?
Both of those teams are going in my ACCA. They absolutely are. Definitely Luton. Jack Wilshere's done great stuff since going in there in a quick period of time as well. They're a short price. They're 8-15 to get the better of Rotherham, but they're definitely going in my ACCA. I like Accrington Stanley at home to Bristol Rovers. I can't quite make my mind up on Bristol Rovers. They're either brilliant or not at the moment. Bromley against Barrow. Bromley brilliantly defensively. A wonderful goalkeeper there in Grant Smith. And I have gone for Cambridge to beat Barnet at home 15-8, 17.5 to 1. The ACCA will stick an extra 5% on thanks to William Hill's ACCA boost as well. But I think Cambridge are about right today.
Oh, fingers crossed. What about the boxing later?
Oh, massive. Absolutely huge. Gareth A. Davis of your parish and ours as well. He has gone for Eubank to win on points. It's currently 8-11 that Eubank does get the win. Conor Benn is 13-10. We've got a couple of price boosts live. Eubank to win by KO, TKO or DQ is 5-2. I can't really say an awful lot, but if you do like Chris Eubank Jr. to get the job done, I'd advise you pop back to the William Hill website or head to one of our retail stores from 4 o'clock this afternoon. I can't really say an awful lot more, but we've got something planned that we might describe as epic if we were on later on. But if you fancy Eubank, make sure you come back and see us. He's the favourite. Your Gareth A. Davis, our Gareth A. Davis likes him, and something big's planned at 4.
Oh, okay. I'm excited. It's a secret. Yeah, well, don't tell anyone. Cheers, Ben. Thanks for coming on.
The secret.
Thank you.
Ben Barrett there. That was the latest odds brought to you by Final One Standing. New from William Hill. Terms and conditions apply. 18 plus gambleaware.org.
In the Zone on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Final One Standing. New from William Hill. 18 plus gambleaware.org. Terms and conditions apply.
Rugby Union, England play New Zealand in the Autumn Internationals later today. Alfie Reynolds is our rugby correspondent. Joins us now. Hey, Alfie.
Hello, Alfie. Hi, Max. Yeah, hi, lads. How you doing?
Good, thank you. I can hear the bustle at Twickenham. The Tweed is there. You can just hear the Tweed through the radio. Now, can you tell me, Alfie, because in my mind, New Zealand are always just completely unbeatable as a rugby team, but I am basing that on sort of 1990.
Nice. Stand up, please, Alfie. Stand up, Alfie.
Okay, everybody. Yes. This is the rehearsal. This is lovely.
This is, you might get Jerusalem. You might get Jerusalem in a minute as well. We've had that already. It's the choir today. There, you can hear it in the background. So you've got God Save the King. You might get Jerusalem in just a moment.
Oh, good. What a lovely time to have crossed you.
Yeah.
Get a free concert.
Are New Zealand good, Alfie? I mean, this is such a stupid question, but are they unstoppable these days?
Yeah, no, they're not. Is the answer, Max? Look, they are still a good team. It's really funny with the All Blacks because their previous standards, when they were virtually unbeatable, they barely lost a game. This team aren't in the conversation with that, but you've also got to remember that New Zealand team, in particular the team from 2011 to 2015 when they won 2 World Cups, were in the conversation as the most dominant sports team on earth. So no, they aren't at that level. They do have more frailties, and I think there's a really good reason why a lot of people think England could or maybe even should win this afternoon. But I also think if you focus on that, you are in danger of forgetting just how good New Zealand still are. They're the number 2 team in the world. They still have some exceptional players. So look, they're not the dominant All Blacks of years gone by, but I would say write them off at your peril.
Okay, and what sort of game we're expecting? This will be like, what's the weather like? It's going to be lump it in the corner, bit of territory.
I fancy England today. I don't know why.
I think a lot of people would agree with you, Charlie, as well. There is that real feeling of excitement, I think, and expectation around England, which isn't often, is it? How many England-New Zealand games in the past people wouldn't have been expecting England to win? I think it says an awful lot about where New Zealand are, as I've just said, but also where England are at the moment.
Yeah.
9-game winning streak. It feels like they've really turned a corner, and I think it's why it's such a big game for Steve Borthwick today, because England have won 9 games in a row, but a lot of people are looking at this match as an example of them proving what they've learned from their previous games. 12 months ago, they played New Zealand here. They were on top going into the final 20 minutes, and they lost the game. And that was continually what we saw against the best sides last year. We think they've got past that. This is a really good test of that. And actually, the squad selection from Steve Borthwick, I think, points towards a team that have learned and that are better placed to win these games against the best sides. 6 British and Irish Lions amongst their replacements. The bench and the impact from the bench has been so key for England so far this November. You can absolutely guarantee that'll be the case again this afternoon. So I think we could be in for a really, really special occasion. Looking forward to it. It gets underway at 3:10.
And what kind of rugby is Steve Borthwick playing?
Well, England are talking about wanting to be a ball movement, quick, attacking side, which is moving away a bit from the traditions of English rugby. Traditionally, England are thought of as big, physical, not the most skilled, big set-piece team, hard to play against. But Steve Borthwick is looking at the squad he has in front of him at the moment. You're going to get another rendition of the national anthem, I think, in just a moment. So, just if you did, it wasn't enough the first time around. But I think Steve Borthwick is looking at this England team and thinking he doesn't have the muscle and the forward pack of previous England sides, and actually he has a more athletic team. They want to play like that. Today though, George Ford at fly half, 100 capper, experienced campaigner, impact off the bench. I think you're going to see a tactical kicking game, an arm wrestle of a match, rather than the kind of free-flowing rugby that a lot of people might hope.
Yeah. Why aren't you singing along, Alfie? It's a disgrace.
Yeah, well,
You're
torn
a disgrace.
Here. I know. Tell me about it. I'm torn here. I wouldn't want to, disrespect the show and ignore you both. So I made my decisions.
Of course, there are priorities here, and it's us and then the king. Thank you, Alfie. Alfie Reynolds there. And what not a lot of people know, Charlie, they weren't. That's Alfie has that.
That follows him around, is it? Oh, right.
Follows him around, and every 2 minutes they just up they go. National anthem, back down. So to be fair, broadcasting was an interesting choice of career for him.
It was, because given that he has that choir following him around. It's terrible when he does the golf. Yeah. So, people are on the green, and Alfie's there. Alfie's there going, and he's got a 3-foot putt for the Open. God save us!
Hey, big news. Stop padding, Charlie, because Jolly Hockey Sticks.
At the snooker.
Jolly Hockey Sticks is next. Morning all, game day warm-up on talkSPORT. Oh no, just warm-up.
Just
on
warm-up.
talkSPORT. Max and Charlie with you until 1. Brought to you with the good people of Travis Perkins for the latest big trade deals. Head to travisperkins.co.uk or download the app. Exciting time now, Charlie, as we get to play Jolly Hockey Sticks.
Here we are again, happy as can be. All good pals and jolly good company. Strolling around the town.
Playing against us today, Stuart, the Leeds fan. Welcome, Stuart.
Hello, Stuart.
Morning, lads. You all right?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, good. Thank you. Are you aware of the feature, Jolly Hockey Sticks, and do you think it's good?
I am, and don't let anybody tell you any different. This is prime time radio, award-winning stuff.
Exactly.
It is double award winning. They retired the award.
They did, but they retired the award before we started Jolly Hockey Sticks.
That is true. That is true. Actually, they might be bringing it back.
Okay, so you know how it works, Stuart. It's like Blockbusters. You are taking on me and Charlie.
Yeah.
If you've never heard the game before, because we talk about football all the time, we don't talk about the other sports. It's just a chance to reference all the other sports. Our producer is called Andrew Jolly, and that's how we came up with the name. And then we came up with the name first, and then the feature second. Jolly Hockey Sticks. Welcome, Andrew.
Hello.
Who's going to go first? Will it be Team Max and Charlie, or will it be Stuart?
We'll go Team Max and Charlie today.
Okay, right. So the way it works is Andrew Jolly picks out a sport We then take it in turns, me and Charlie, against Stuart to name somebody who has played that sport at the top level.
It's embarrassing.
And if we get canoeing again, do you know any canoeists, Stuart?
I'm afraid that's not one of my strong subjects.
Oh, okay, fine. No, neither us. That's fine. That's
No,
okay.
I've learnt one canoeist.
That's good.
Okay, this is exciting. Okay.
One more than me.
Well, look, I think you sound like a good player, Stuart. So, I believe in you, and I wish you the best of luck.
Okay, thank you.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay.
So let's take the little cup.
Come on, Jolly. If it's
Okay,
hockey,
first
if
ball.
hockey comes out first, I'm not playing the game anymore.
We've got darts.
Oh,
Darts.
lovely
Okay, be here
stuff.
forever. Okay. Do you want to start, Charlie?
Yeah. Raymond van Barneveld.
Okay.
Luke Littler.
Ooh. Bit rude one,
James
Tone.
Wade fixed my Clio once.
That was a car. Let's just say that as a car.
Yeah, okay. Say that again. Say that again, Stuart.
Luke Humphreys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Jockey Wilson.
John Law.
Now we're into it. Max? Come on, Max.
Eric Bristow. Stuart.
Michael Smith.
Oh, very good.
Oh, he's good.
Co Stompy.
Fallon Sherrick.
Oh, a good one. Very good. Come on, Max.
Come on, Max.
Darts is massive.
Michael Van Gerwen.
Bo Greaves.
Very good.
Oh, he is good.
Stuart's into the women's game as well. It's Steve the Bronze Adonis Beaton.
Oh, yeah, good.
Steve Bunting.
Yeah, very good.
Oh, come on, Max.
Come on, Max.
It's just not my game.
I know, but you know.
There's so many of them.
So
I
many.
see all their faces.
Come on now.
Oh, Kevin Painter.
Oh, that's who I was about to say.
Gerwin Price.
Gerwin Price. Oh, God, this is going to be... Well, Phil Taylor. Phil the Power Taylor. 25-time world champion.
Keith Della.
Keith Della.
Yeah. Oh, I've interviewed him so many times.
He's come up a good player here, Max.
Okay. This text said Jim Bowen. I wanted to say that. I'm going to give the point to Stuart.
Oh, well done, Stuart. Well
done,
played.
Stuart. Really good
Very
stuff. Okay.
Good
1-0 to Stuart. Here we go with Sport 2. Stuart to kick us off.
I'd say that was...
Sport 2, we've got Rugby Union.
Oh,
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Stuart, here we go.
Maro Itoje.
Me?
Sure.
Will Carling.
Stuart?
Come on, Stuart. Needs a clock. Needs a clock on this. Needs like 10 seconds. I think that's it. Stuart's out, surely.
Freddie Smith.
Freddie Smith. Okay, yeah.
Who's Freddie Smith? You know that?
That's one. That is one. Yeah.
Jonah Lomu. Stuart?
Gavin Hastings.
Okay.
David Campese.
Scott Hastings.
Martin Johnson.
Two from the same family. All rugby players.
Johnny Wilkinson.
Oh, yeah.
Topsy Ojo. Oh, come on, Stuart. It's time
We've
to
got this one. Come on.
Time enough
One
to
apiece.
Google it.
One apiece.
One each.
It's one apiece.
One each. We
Okay.
move on. Very good. Very good.
Here we go. Next sport.
Right, next sport. Taekwondo.
Oh, no.
I do know what, right? Okay,
No,
it's me
there's Jade.
first. It's me first.
Oh, sorry, Max.
I know the osteopath for the Australian Taekwondo Olympic team. In 20,
thing is, the fact
2012,
the fact
2016.
it's quite a good
David
rule, actually.
Colosimo.
David it's quite a good rule because if it's us first and we can't name one, Stuart gets the point. It's actually a very good bit of
David
the game.
Colosimo. Have you got any? Have you got any?
Jade Jones.
Jade
I
Jones
gave him
takes
that.
the point.
I gave
2-1
him
to Stuart. 2-1 to Stuart. Oh, okay. Here we go. Next one.
Fourth one. We've got cricket.
Oh,
gone for a while.
Stuart.
Okay, we've got Alistair Cook.
Jack Russell.
Ben Duckett.
Ian Botham.
Zach Crawley.
Peter Such.
Jofra Archer.
John Embry.
Mark Wood.
Alan Mullally.
Bill Edmonds.
Oh, nice.
Adam Gilchrist.
Graham Gooch.
Curtly Ambrose.
Courtney Walsh.
Mike Atherton.
Gordon Greenwich.
Michael Holding.
Malcolm Marshall.
Yeah, lovely.
Peter Willey.
Michael Bevan.
Michael Vaughan.
Alex Stewart.
Devon Malcolm.
Darren Goff.
Dominic Cork.
Could be here.
Gladstone Small.
We're going to break in a minute.
I don't know how we end this, because we can just hear all
No,
day.
just do it for the next 6 hours.
Okay, all right, yeah, sure. What I'll end up having is a double. That's how it will work.
Yeah.
Gary Pratt.
David Gower.
Merv Hughes.
Oh, lovely one.
Dennis Lilly.
Shane Warne.
Steve Smith.
David Boone.
What? Ricky Ponting.
I think it's a draw.
It's a draw, is it? It's a draw.
Jolly
Ryan says this is the worst game of Culverhouse I've ever heard.
This
one says Fred Smith played rugby league in the 60s. I think he must have meant Finn Smith or Freddie Stewart.
That means we win.
Vince says your man Stuart needs a bit longer for AI to find the answers. How dare you, Vince? Stuart, you were a great player there. Well played. Thank you so much for playing, Stuart. Good win for you. 3.5, 1.5. So work to do. But do you know what, Charlie?
I don't mind it. I didn't mind it this week.
Passes the time.
There needs to be
nice.
a way, so you don't get that how that cricket works there. Like, we could have gone for ages there. It needs to be, to be another rule that stops it.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Okay, fine. But look, it's work in progress.
Yeah, exactly.
Been good stuff.
Yeah. Next
Okay,
international break. When is that?
Go back.
March or something?
Hopefully ages. Go back behind the glass. Thank you. That was Jolly Hockey Sticks. We'll do some Wales next.
Thomas Tuchel's busy trying to bring glory back to England for the first time since '66. But how did he get here? Well, from the sleepy town of Krumbach via some giants of European football, here's his journey to Wembley. Sitting around 60 miles west of Munich, Krumbach's population is less than 14,000 people. But Tuchel's friends there remember a boy whose ambitions lay far beyond the Bavarian community. His will to win was evident early. Tuchel often captained his youth football teams, and his school side lifted the national German football trophy in 1987. The sport took the young defender on a whistle-stop tour of South Germany, from Augsburg to Stuttgart and then Ulm. A knee injury ended his playing career at the age of 25, though. Tuchel accepted his first coaching role in the Stuttgart youth setup in 2000, hired by none other than Ralf Rangnick. Under Tuchel's stewardship, the club's under-19s won their league title in 2005. But Stuttgart chose not to renew his contract, feeling Tuchel had an abrasive personality. He went on to manage Augsburg's second team before spending 5 years at the helm at Mainz. He then followed in Jurgen Klopp's footsteps and moved from Mainz to Dortmund. Here, Tuchel secured his first major silverware, the German Cup, in 2017. 8 more major trophies came next for Tuchel in just 5 glorious seasons. He won 2 Ligue 1 titles and a pair of domestic cups as PSG boss. At Chelsea, he famously lifted the Champions League, as well as a Super Cup and a Club World Cup, and he also bagged a Bundesliga at Bayern Munich. And then, 4 months after leaving Bayern, Tuchel was unveiled as England's new manager.
I always wanted to come back to England. That was my big goal. I have the best memories of the country, of the league and of the players. The attitude towards the game, the attitudes from the supporters.
Well, here's hoping Tuchel can finally drag England over the line at a major tournament.
Good afternoon, you are listening to the world's biggest sports radio station. It is talkSPORT. Some feedback.
Oh, yeah.
Martin, Liverpool fan says, blue whale, sperm whale, do I win? Actually, Wales is a good one, isn't it?
Oh, very good. Yeah.
We could breed animals into jolly hockey sticks. It's a different sport. That's for Talk Animals. It's our sister station.
Talk Animals would be a really
Bill
good
Oddie on breakfast.
Very good
Oddie and Packham on breakfast.
You're listening to the Capybara Hour, taking your calls.
Specifically on capybaras.
Specifically on capybaras.
That's a tough phone-in. Who gets that gig? Who's got that gig? Michaela Strachan. Well, seriously, I've got the capybara hour. Okay.
Has anybody seen the lemurs?
Anyway. We're enjoying it. Bring back Culverhouse as Eddie. As if International Weekend was bad enough without having to listen to this drivel. Come on, guys. Quality radio quiz, says Mark. Milton says, my wife's face at this. Best radio ever.
I like people going, come on, guys. Like, this is what we do. This is the show.
I have realised.
We are proud of that.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys, you better this. Hey, big game for Wales. Well, look, Wales should win today against Liechtenstein, but these 2 games between them are really big if they want to get to the World Cup. Let's talk to our Wales correspondent, Lawrence Mora. Hey, Lawrence.
Hey, Lawrence.
Hey, gents, how are you?
Yeah, really good. Thank you.
Good, thank you. And you don't look anything like I expected you to, Lawrence. I don't know why.
Wow. Have we not seen each other before, Max?
I don't think so. I don't think so. There you are.
I don't think I've ever seen Lawrence either.
Has anyone seen Lawrence Moore?
It's a different show.
There's the next phone in.
It is 8:10:89. So look, Liechtenstein is fine, but it's such. It would just be. It's just so. Well, first of all, just to listeners who aren't totally across it, what do Wales need to do, and what can they achieve in the next two games?
All right, so first of all, the next two games are really important for Wales because they need to finish in the top two of their World Cup qualifying group. Top spot's now gone. Belgium have run away with the top of the group. Liechtenstein today, North Macedonia on Tuesday. If Craig Bellamy's team pick up 6 points, they finish second. And that is important because that means that'll guarantee them a home playoff semi-final in March. And if they finish third in the group and don't manage to displace North Macedonia, then that means they finish where they go into the fourth seeds, and that means they get an away semi-final in the playoffs. So either way, Wales are in the playoffs, but it just depends whether they get a home semi-final or an away semi-final. So that is really important for them.
Kiefer Moore has found some form for Wrexham. I'm assuming he's not injured. Is he? He's playing. Lawrence.
I'm afraid he's injured, Charlie. Thanks very much for that.
He does get injured. As I was saying, I was thinking he does get injured quite a lot. That is a shame. So you will miss him, Lawrence.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He's definitely going to be a big miss today. Ben Davies as well is also out, who captains Wales. So Ethan Ampadu will be taking the armband. Right. Just 25 years old and 58 caps behind him, and we were speaking to him yesterday in terms of his captaincy and what to expect. He's been Leeds captain for the last couple of years. Just one of these players that gets responsibility thrown on him. There's always captain material, if you like, and he's really grown into the role. So he'll be captaining the team this evening.
Yeah, and look, this is Liechtenstein are bad, right? There are small teams, as Lars was saying earlier, like Luxembourg and the Faroes, who actually aren't terrible anymore. Like, they can give you a game, but Liechtenstein are not good at football, are they?
No, Max, they're not. So basically, I'm based in Switzerland at the moment, so I can walk over the border into Liechtenstein. I'm going to walk into Vaduz, which is going to be lovely. 40,000 people population in Liechtenstein. Banking is probably the predominant force in Liechtenstein rather than football. Wales will take 3,000 fans there today, so it is going to be absolute carnage in the centre of Vaduz, which is a beautiful little town, and Wales are going to have about 3 sides of the stadium this evening. So it's being treated as a real good opportunity, a trip. I think, given the injuries, we're likely to see a couple of the youngsters that Craig Bellamy's going to give games times to. 19-year-old Dylan Lawler of Cardiff City, likely to start at centre-back. My understanding is that Chris Mepham's got a bit of an injury there, so he's likely to get only his second cap. And that's going to be the interesting thing, is can Wales go out there, do the job this evening, get some goals behind them so they can go into that final game against North Macedonia on a bit of a high, and then try and break down what is a really stubborn North Macedonian team.
Yeah, they are good, actually, aren't they? I mean, in your mind, you think, OK, North Macedonia, that should be an easy game, but it really isn't. They've had a really good qualifying campaign. And I don't know what their playoff situation is. I don't know if it means if they don't finish second, I don't know if they're out completely, because I haven't followed how North Macedonia did in the Nations League, and do forgive me. But it won't be easy, will it?
No, absolutely not. Look, they've only conceded 3 goals through the entire campaign, and that includes a double-header with Belgium. So they are a very, very tough team to break down. They beat Italy in the playoffs for the Euros a couple of years ago. So they are a very decent outfit. And I think for Wales, what they've got to do and go there is be on the front foot there. And really sort of try and take that early advantage. And the missing of Kiefer Moore is going to be a big one. Harry Wilson suspended today. And one of the big things today is not picking up yellow cards. There are 6 Wales players on yellow cards going into this game who may then miss the North Macedonia game. So, yeah, there's a lot riding on it in terms of how they approach it and then kind of what they're going to give it. But look, would it be a goal fest? We'd like a goal fest, but these things don't tend to work out like that.
Yeah. Everyone agrees that Craig Bellamy's done an excellent job. He said he wasn't interested in the Celtic job because he's wants to be Wales manager for a long time. Do you think that will hold if they don't qualify for the World Cup?
Yeah, if they don't qualify for the World Cup, will be interesting to see. Like, I think Craig, he's one of those. He's been really great to deal with, and he's come across, and it's definitely a very different Craig Bellamy to the one we used to interview regularly as a player.
Yeah.
But he is, I think where he is with his career, he needs football. Do you know what I mean? He's one of these guys that wants to be involved in it day in, day out, and international football isn't like that. So whether he gives it another 2 years, I don't know. But there is, of course, the home Euros in 2028, and Wales will be desperate to get there. So maybe the driving force for Craig will be leading Wales out in that home tournament, being at Cardiff, walking out at the Principality Stadium as the manager of Wales at a home tournament. So maybe that will be the driving force that keeps him. But I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple of clubs trying their hand in the summer and bringing him in, because he is a really well thought of coach, and he has impressed in his first couple of years.
And just on the playoffs, not only do you get a home tie, you get an easier draw, right? It is.
Yeah, 100%.
It's such a big difference. You avoid probably what Italy and other teams like that who will go into the playoffs, and similarly will be at home, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So Wales are on the verge between pots 1 and 2 if they finish second. If they can get themselves into pot 1, and that will depend on a couple of results elsewhere for Ukraine and Poland. But there is a chance that they'll be in pot 1. That means they then play pot 4 teams who have come through the Nations League, and there you're looking really kind of at the teams, well, potentially Northern Ireland, to be honest, with one of them, which could be interesting. But yeah, it's that sort of level of team that have come through the Nations League. Whereas if you get, obviously, pot 4, then you are those teams in the Nations League that are going away to an Italy and away to a Turkey and things like that. So yeah, it is a really big deal and a big plus to get the home. And of course, then there's a draw as well for the final. So you could, well, like Wales did when they qualified for Qatar, get 2 home games in order to qualify for the World Cup, where they had Austria and Ukraine.
Right, so this is home or away, but then it is random, is it? The winners, it's a random draw.
That. Yeah, random draw for the final, whether you're home or away.
Oh, God, I just can't imagine the stress of it.
Well, you English don't have to deal with this, do you?
That sounded patronising, didn't it? And
No. No, but listen, I think that is when we talk of how the international window sometimes feels a bit dull to Premier League fans, to English fans. You stroll through qualifying usually and don't have to worry about this. This is all very exciting for us. We're on tenterhooks right up until the last games, and then we have playoffs and things like that. So, yeah.
Have they thought of winning every game and not letting any goals in? Because Charlie.
Yeah, it is an interesting one, Charlie.
That seems to be what we've tried to do. We've tried to do, and it is quite boring.
Exactly that. Why do that when you can just edge it right to the end and sometimes fail and sometimes get there? It makes the success feel better when you've had a few failures.
The thing is, though, if you do support one of the home nations that isn't England, you always know that you will have the last laugh. In the quarterfinal or the semi-final or the final. It doesn't matter.
When Harry Kane
we can
the penalty over the bar. Yeah.
We can be smug about qualification, but who really cares about being smug about it? You really know in your heart of hearts, it's hard to win a World Cup, and we probably won't do it again. Enjoy the walk into Liechtenstein.
Yes.
Thank you very much
so much, Lawrence.
Cheers, guys.
Lawrence Moore there, our Welsh football correspondent.
Nice man. What a nice man, Max.
Yeah, what a lovely man.
He'd be very good for the.
I had him as older.
Did you?
I had him as older, yeah.
On Talk Animals.
But I mean, I'm not saying his voice doesn't suit his face.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah.
It suits perfectly. Yeah.
Bit
of a dish.
Someone's been
in many ways a bit of a dish. I thought. This is if you watch on YouTube or on your smart TV. It's the extra insight you get. Otherwise,
I'd love to hear Alan Brazil talking about the Komodo dragon. That's from Anonymous. Didn't put their name on it, but a great idea for Talk Animals.
For Talk Animals. Is Brazil going to move to that station?
Yeah, he's going to move to it. Yeah, it'd be their big signing. Yeah. Breakfast on Talk Animals.
Has he got breakfast? He's taking it from Oddie and Packham.
Yeah.
That's huge, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Well, if you want to staff up Talk Animals, then we'll do that for 20 minutes, won't we? Max and Charlie, with you until 1. We'll do some Scotland next. They've got two, tricky for them. Greece away, then Denmark at home. But they're in a good position. So we'll discuss that with Robert Grieve, Scottish football writer for The Sun, in just a second. Good afternoon. It is the warm-up on talkSPORT. Max Rushden, Charlie Baker with you until 1. Meditation Dan back in touch. Why do you have what looks like 16 cans of WD-40 on the shelf behind you?
Do you?
I have to drink my way through these shows, don't I? Is it for the Subaru? I was slouching a bit. I've done a bit of work behind me. There's a little picture of, there's Ian Culverhouse, a picture of him and some other football show.
You've done a lovely job.
I was slouching a bit. And so you could see a empty cardboard box of WD-40 full of leads and junk, which is that's life, isn't it?
You've upgraded your camera, haven't you, Max? You look ever so nice these days, don't you?
So much. You can see the tiredness.
The clarity of your skin is amazing.
I know.
That new camera.
Yeah, I have incredible skin.
I'm Max Rushden, and I have incredible skin.
I don't really. Still get the odd, there was
spot.
one.
I remember when you had that big spot. About 3 weeks.
It's biannual. The once I did a week of mid-morning with Perry Groves, and it was so big, and it got its own Twitter account by about the Wednesday.
Really?
It was still going strong by the Friday. Yeah. Oh. That was good. Bob Mills missed one show, and we just did it with the spot, me, Perry, and the spot.
Oh, that's nice.
There we go.
What a lovely idea.
He had some forthright opinions.
I bet it did.
Let me tell you. Anyway, get ready to kick off 2026 in style as talkSPORT and our friends at Virgin Atlantic giving you the chance to win an incredible trip for 2 to Las Vegas. You kick things off in style, exclusive access to the Virgin Atlantic Clubhouse at Heathrow. You fly in upper-class comfort with live flat beds and premium service all the way to Vegas. Once you touch down, you'll check into a spa villa for 4 nights. Cheer from the stands as the Las Vegas Raiders take on Kansas City Chiefs. And we're giving you £5,000 in cash to play with while you are there. It is from January the 2nd to the 7th next year. So clear your calendar. Could be the best start to a new year you've ever had. Here's how.
21 plus, UK excluding Northern Ireland. For a chance to win, text WIN to 83338. Text at £2 plus standard network rate. Bill payer's permission required. Or call 0343 423 9761. Calls are charged at standard rate. All entries must be received by the 28th of November at 4 p.m. This is a network promotion. Run across talkSPORT, Virgin Radio UK and Talk. Full terms and conditions at talksport.com.
Let's talk animals. Durham and Attenborough, game day live. Looking forward to the debate. The duck-billed platypus. Is it all that? 8:10:89. Let us know. Let's talk Scotland. They go to Greece today. Then they play Denmark in the second game. 2 massive games. If they want to win Group C,
come on, Scotland.
they have got a playoff place for sure. Let's talk to Robert Grieve from the Sun, Scottish football correspondent for the Sun, who's out in Athens. Hey, Robert.
Morning, afternoon, Max. How are you? You well?
Yeah, very good. How is Athens treating you?
Yeah, nice weather. Warm afternoon today, so perfect conditions for football. So hopefully Scotland can make the most of that and get a big win tonight.
Yeah. So just if you could just give us the lay of the land for us. They've got Greece, Denmark have got Belarus, then Scotland played Denmark. What does Scotland need to win the group?
Yeah, well, listen, if Scotland can get a point at least tonight, that takes it to the last game. Scotland played Denmark at Hampden Park on Tuesday. So we need a point. Steve Clark and the boys need a point tonight. If they get that point, at least a draw, then they go to the last game. A winner takes all. Final game against the Danes in Glasgow. And if they get those results, then, they're going to the World Cup next summer.
Okay, and Greece have only got 3 points from 4 games. Obviously, they've lost twice to Denmark in those 4 games, lost once to Scotland, but it wasn't straightforward, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, listen, Greece are a decent side match. Scotland have actually struggled against them in terms of the way they've played. They got the win in Glasgow, but they've given Scotland problems the times they've played against them. That said, the last time Scotland were here was back in March. There was a Nations League, a relegation playoff in the first leg this year. Scotland won that game 1-0. The second leg back in Glasgow, the Greeks won comfortably. But yeah, they're a decent side. The fact that they're out of it, though, they can't qualify. Say it's between Scotland and Denmark. So you wonder how much kind of motivation the Greeks have here tonight. So I think that's a huge factor. But as I say, Scotland just need a point. It's maybe a bit awkward for them. I don't suspect they're going to play for a point. They're going to try and get the win. But effectively, a point is what they need. They get that kind of draw tonight, then it takes it to the last game. And Hampden Park next Tuesday night would be epic, I think,
Which goalkeeper do you play, Robert. Craig Gordon's not played a minute of football this season, but he seems to be in the box seat at 42 years old. Is that a slight worry?
Yeah, big decision for Steve Clarke to make, Charlie. You know, it's Craig Gordon, as you say, hasn't played for Hearts this season. He's been sitting on the bench. Scott Bain has been playing for Falkirk. He's been drafted back into the squad along with Liam Kelly. Again, another goalkeeper not playing at Rangers. He's sitting on the bench at Ibrox. So, yeah, a big decision for Steve Clarke to make. But, yeah, if it was down to me, I think Craig Gordon's never let Scotland down. He may be a kind of grand old age, obviously at the tail end of his career. Hasn't played much football, but he's been a sensational goalkeeper for Scotland down the years. And I think if you were wanting to rely on someone, then you would look to rely on him. And big decision for Steve Clarke to make. We asked him about it last night. He said he had made his decision. He certainly wasn't going to tell us what it was. But yeah, right now I think Craig Gordon would have won against the clubs.
Now, obviously, we know you have to take each game as it comes. But will Steve Clarke have one eye on the Denmark game? Like, are there players on yellow cards? Are there people with little niggles that he's got to think about today?
Yeah, there's a couple of players on yellow cards, but I don't think he can look to next week's game match. You know, if Scotland don't get the point here in Greece tonight, then Tuesday's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. He has to take this game in isolation. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Billy Gilmore misses the game tonight. There's a chance he'll come back. He'll be fit and available for Tuesday, should it be needed. But yeah, I don't think there's no point looking to Tuesday. You know, Steve Clarke was asked about this last night at the press conference, and understandably so, he very much said it's all or nothing tonight. We can't even be thinking about the game on Tuesday, given it'll be irrelevant. It'll count for nothing if Scotland don't get the point tonight.
Yeah, great to be in that position, though, isn't it? You know, yeah.
Yeah, totally. And if we were talking to Lawrence more about Wales and the playoffs, so let's say Denmark win the group and Scotland get in the playoffs. Will they be at home? Will they be away? Do we know where they're likely to be in the playoffs?
Yeah, that's not decided yet, Max. That depends on the way the teams finish in their groups. So that, I think, as things stand, that's undecided. Listen, but I think if it was to go to the playoff for Scotland, obviously those games in March, the end of March. Listen, that's the kind of speedboat you've already won. You know, that's lying there. We've got that. We've got that in the bag. But I think Scotland, for me, if they're going to qualify, I think this is the biggest opportunity. You know, Greece against a Greek team who aren't playing for anything, and then at home to Denmark, I don't think Scotland are going to have a better opportunity than the one they have right now.
Big chance.
Are you nervous? Like, it just the anxiety of this and talking about Wales as well is just too much for me.
He's gone. He's put the phone down. That's it. He was so nervous. You brought it up, and you said you promised you wouldn't ask if I was nervous, and you asked him, Max. And that was it. Off to 5 Live he goes. That was it.
But I think he's just gone to big guess straight on there. Yeah. Just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
They're not even talking football.
That's how
all the
you
time.
get there.
They're talking about the cost of living. And it's like, and Robert Greaves here to talk about what? Well, I was just insulted by Max. and that is something we take for granted, right? You would smugly talking about just qualifying easily. The agony of these.
Why did you throw that at me? We were all talking about smugly qualifying. That wasn't just me.
No, I wasn't. You said to Lawrence, and you thought about just winning all the games and not conceding a goal. That was 100%. Look, we win as a team.
Silly bit of business. That's all it was.
we win as a team, we lose as a team. I wasn't doing that. I was empathising. I was showing empathy. Although Barca Jim says comforted that you patronise the Welsh as much as you do the Scots.
Well, I don't think we were patronising. You have to ask the questions, don't we? Yes, the questions.
We ask the questions that matter. James Rust has been in touch.
Oh, good.
Nottingham Forest fan.
Morning, James.
Love the show, lads.
Afternoon, James.
I did my university thesis on electroreceptors in duck-billed platypus.
Wow.
I can assure you, equipped with their poison claw, they really are all that.
Oh, wow.
We're now actually doing.
All in.
We're now actually doing duck-billed platypuses. Are they all that? Aaron in North Yorkshire says.
What is an electroreceptor? I'm going to you carry on with Aaron, and I'll find out.
I'll carry on with Aaron. Yeah, hello, Aaron. Is this thing on? Talk Animals. I look forward to Chris Kamara explaining unbelievable giraffe on Talk Animals. It is Max and Charlie.
Electroreceptors are sensory organs that detect weak electric fields. You need one of these, Max, for you and your neighbours when City Electric come round. They detect weak electric fields in the environment found in sharks, rays, platypuses and electric eels. You're listening to Talk Animals.
It's actually become Talk Animals. It's an international break. It's not our fault. It's not our fault. Hey, Dave Allen is going to join us in just a second. He's our favourite boxing guest. And we're going to talk about Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn, which you can listen to on talkSPORT tonight. And, of course, there's always time for time difference.
If your hand never touches me again, you won't get it back.
I'm going to hit him round the face with an egg. His own team don't even like him.
You lot are in for a treat.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
He's here! Big uppercut there, and a hook from Eubank as well. Conor Bent's a good mate of mine. I want to see him knock him out cold tonight.
And away they go again, and they're throwing huge numbers of punches.
Lick him up, lick him up, lick him!
That was one of the greatest fights I've seen in a British ring for a long, long time.
Go for the rematch for the excitement, the history, and the big payday.
The procedure will be parliamentary. You guys will see.
Yeah. November 15th.
Yeah, tonight then, Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn meet up again in a rematch. So let's take a look ahead to the big fight now with DAZN.
Big fight preview. Eubank Jr. versus Ben 2 on talkSPORT with DAZN. Watch the unmissable rematch live this Saturday, only on DAZN.
And let's talk about it with part of our commentary team tonight, Dave Allen, heavyweight boxer. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good. Thanks for coming on. How do you see it tonight?
I'm looking forward to it. I did use it the ball last time. I've never been to these big football stadiums. They're fantastic. I'm not a football guy, but the atmosphere they create is unbelievable. So the fight itself, I hope it's a good fight. To be honest, it wasn't one I wasn't really bothered watching the rematch, to be honest. But as I'm there, the atmosphere will be incredible, and hopefully the producer will fight like last time.
I've read a lot about rehydration clause. I'm glad I don't exist in a world where I have a rehydration clause. I'm just allowed to drink water whenever I want. Can you explain what that is to someone who doesn't quite get it?
I believe the term we're supposed to use is not a rehydration clause. Someone told me yesterday.
Okay.
I've been watching Tenable, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If they bring a celebrity version back, I wanted to do this on here, actually. If they bring a deadly celebrity version back, I want to go on.
Okay, a come and get me plea to
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
happen.
Use it.
How does Tenable help us to understand what is it then if it's not a rehydration clause? What am I meant? Tell me what I'm meant to say, Dave.
There's a different term for it apparently, and they don't like using rehydration clause because a rehydration clause is obviously very dangerous. So basically, it's like you're allowed to put this amount of weight like on £10. It's dangerous, to be honest. I think it's very dangerous. I'm not a rehydration clause fan. If that's what it is, if we're going to, all intents and purposes, rehydration clause. Basically, what they're saying is Eubank is too big for Conor Benn, so they want to make sure he doesn't get too big. There's only allowed to put £10 on between the weigh-in and the next morning, 8 a.m. or 10 a.m., I believe. So, but after that point, because Eubank can then go and put as much weight on as he wants before tonight. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of rehydration clauses, but it's in place. But I still believe Eubank will outweigh Ben between £6 and £10, I think.
Right, and so does that feels sort of. I mean, it all sounds slightly odd, but so there is an amount of time where suddenly Conor Benn can go, right, I can eat loads or drink loads, but clearly you don't want to. You don't want to just eat loads and loads and loads. That's really not good prep for a fight.
The weigh-in yesterday morning. So last night was a ceremonial weigh-in, so that's the weigh-in yesterday morning. Chris Eubank was allowed to put on 10.9 pounds yesterday morning and this morning. Okay. After this morning's weigh-in, he can put on as much as he wants.
Wow.
I mean, he's a professional. They'd be eating like professional stuff. What that is, I honestly couldn't tell you. I'm not sure. I don't know. But he'll be eating some pretty healthy stuff today, and I believe he'll get in about 173 pounds. I believe Conor Benn will be about 166.
Right. How much? Is that fine? Is that fine? Like, is that a weight differential that should or shouldn't happen, or is that kind of okay?
I think that kind of weight differential is normal. I think people are just getting bigger and bigger at the weight. Boxing over the time, I don't think fighters are as good these days, as skilled anyway. I don't think they're as skilled now. A lot of it is like a weight-making competition. How big can they be in the ring on the night? How much weight can they put on after the weigh-in before the fight? There's a lot of that going off. There's a lot of who's the fittest and who's the biggest at the weight, in my opinion.
There was some talk in the week about Anthony Joshua fighting who was it?
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, yeah. And this fight feels in a similar bracket to me almost. This strange sort of hinterland between professional boxing and celebrity boxing. I don't know if we're moving more towards that, these sort of prize fights, Dave.
Eubank and Ben, I don't think they're world-class fighters, to be honest. And people say, well, you're not, and I'm not. I'm not a world-class fighter at all. I'm not as good as Eubank or Ben, to be honest. If we were the same size, they'd batter me. But that's besides the point. They are serious fighters. They are very, very, very good fighters. They're not the top, but they're not far off. Anthony Joshua is a 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, been an exceptional fighter. Jake Paul is an annoyance to me. I think he's an okay fighter. I think he could mix at a low level as a professional and do okay.
Yeah.
As proven with the Tommy Fury fight. But he shouldn't be boxing Anthony Joshua. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous. And Anthony Joshua, for me as a boxing fan, he should be fighting Ajit Kabayel. He should be in the mix trying to get the Usyk fight again, maybe. He should be trying to become a 3-time heavyweight champion. That's the annoyance to me. So, yeah, I think it would be unfair to put Eubank and Ben in that same bracket as tonight. While it's not a world championship fight, it's still a high-level contest.
Yeah.
I mean, the history is interesting, isn't it? I mean, it's a sort of strange world where, they say, look, my dad beat up your dad, so now we have to fight each other. It sort of feels strange to me, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of the dads. I think the dads were a lot better than the sons, in my opinion. Without the dads, I don't think the two sons would have had the careers they've had, and that's fine. I wish my dad were famous. It'd be amazing. I'd love to.
Was your dad a boxer, Dave? I don't know if it was he was a boxer.
Yeah.
So growing up in a boxing family, do you think that it is that is what all you're going to end up doing?
My dad weren't good enough really for me to care, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah, he wasn't good. He was a good fighter, but he wasn't. He was famous in our town, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's about it. So. The dads, they had a bit of intrigue and interest to it. The first time I was more interested, in all honesty. Yeah, I was a lot more interested the first time. I think it's like I like boxing. Me, the whole fight week. It's like Coronation Street, isn't it? Like if I wanted to be entertained by talking and all the rest of it, I'd watch Coronation Street. I watch boxing because I like boxing, so I'm not really interested in all the pantomime of it. I hope it's a good fight tonight. I think it will be, and I think that's where the importance lies.
And finally, remind me how Tenable works, Dave. What's
the format? Who's the host?
Yeah,
it's that guy, the Warwick Davis guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
and how does it?
Tenable.
Yeah.
Currently, I'm not watching it in the background, but I believe the question right now is the top 10 saints who appeared the most times in British road names. So, like St David Street, for one, you have to get 5 to get through to the next round, and everyone more than 5 to get more money for the final round. It's a very hard game to win. I believe it's gone now, but I believe if they did bring it back, whoever was in charge of it, guys, Deadly Celebrity Special. The ones that do at 5 o'clock when no one's watching.
Dave, I've been on Pointless and House of Games, and as you can imagine, it was a really quiet week for them when I was on. You'd be a shoo-in for those, Dave. Honestly, just message.
How did you get on?
I think Richard Osman will be a fan of yours, so you could just say, go on socials and say to Richard, I'd love to be on Pointless, Celebrity Pointless.
Hang on, but first of all, Dave, what we could do is, because on these international breaks, sometimes we're good for 2 hours, but 3 hours, the listeners know we start to struggle, Dave. So we could set up a game of Tenable, but you could choose to play against me or Charlie, and the other one would host, and we could sort of do a pilot, and then we could send that to the Tenable producers. Would you be up for that?
I genuinely would really like that.
Okay.
I've passed a lot of time. I like to watch Challenge. Remember, the channel Challenge?
Yeah.
Supermarket Sweep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The old bullseyes. There's nothing better than the old bullseyes on the whole of television. It's peak there, TV.
I mean, Millionaire at its peak was good, wasn't it?
So Dave, you need to get your I don't know if you've got a representation or if you represent yourself, but you need to get them to just get in touch with the producers of Pointless and all those things, and then you'll get on no problem at all.
You think? Yeah. You think? Oh,
definitely.
Well,
Definitely.
But look, we'll do a pilot of Tenable. We'll do the pilot of Tenable, and then we'll get the wheels in motion.
Second day weigh-in is the term.
Second day weigh-in.
Not for rehydration clause. Second day weigh-in is what they call it.
I believe that is the case, actually. Now you've said it sounds familiar,
Yeah.
Good stuff. Hey, good stuff, Dave. Enjoy the fight. Thanks for coming on. We'll get things sorted for Tenable. I look forward to it. Cheers,
Thank you. I like that a lot. Thank you.
Thanks, Dave.
Good man. Heavyweight boxer there, Dave Allen.
He's my favourite boxer.
Tonight on
He's my favourite
talkSPORT.
boxer.
100% my favourite boxer, yeah. And I'm up for creating Tenable, creating the whole thing,
We allowed
tune,
that,
everything.
but the thing is,
who cares if they sue us?
Probably...
I want Charlie Baker versus Dave Allen Tenable special. Aaron says, hey gents, why have I got two rhinos locking horns in my mind with Martin Tyler saying, and it's live?
Dave Allen going through the rules of Tenable. That's the radio we're doing today. It's great.
Yeah, in incredible detail. Not my Saturday morning bingo card, says Meditation Down, but it was good stuff, wasn't it? Anyway, that was a look ahead to Eubank Junior versus Ben 2 with DAZN. Watch the unmissable rematch live from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Live tonight, only on DAZN.
Big fight preview. Eubank Junior versus Ben 2 on talkSPORT with DAZN. Watch the unmissable rematch live this Saturday, only on DAZN.
Jay writes, I've never seen anyone come on to talk about a huge boxing fight only to beg to go on mid-afternoon game show tenable. But this text is so true regarding Dave Allen. It's amazing how affable sports personalities are when they give you real human answers from independent thought. I just couldn't agree more.
Not agree more, and that's all we ever
Listens
want,
to the question, thinks about the question, answers the question. My favourite boxing pundit, bar none, Will says, I hate to be pedantic regarding that person's duck-billed platypus dissertation, but they're venomous, not poisonous. Field Talk Animal needs to vet, punt very much intended, its experts properly. Anyway, no time for that. There is time for time difference. Let's go live to Dunedin on the South Island of New Zealand, where we find Sam Allard. He's always time for time difference. He joins us now. Welcome, Sam.
Hello, Sam.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Very good.
Yeah,
nice to see you in the studio.
In the studio, ready to go. Looking forward in Dunedin, in our studio in Dunedin.
Yeah. What are you doing this afternoon in Dunedin?
Saturday session, 1 till 5 on talkSPORT with Scott Minto, live from Dunedin.
Any indie bangers? Do you play records as well? Don't like the sound of it. 2 till 6, Virgin Radio.
Yes, fair enough.
You pay your money, take your choice. That's what I say. I wish you both good luck in your afternoon endeavours. I will listen to both. What are we doing here, Sam? What's happening?
We're going to do some time difference. It's the quiz where our two contestants, Max and Charlie Baker.
Morning.
By the way, Max Rushden, 8 wins in 10, I believe. So Charlie, no pressure. They're going to guess the times when randomly selected goals were scored. There'll be 5 of them, and a margin of error will build. The person with the lowest overall score wins. If the person trailing at any point gets the direct hit on the goal time, the scores revert to 0-0. However, if the person trailing gets a direct hit on the final goal, and if that would see the match have a lower score, then they will be crowned winner. The wonderful Jeff Peters is going to keep score. Hi, Jeff.
Hello, Jeff.
Yeah, 8 out of 10 for Max. Charlie had won 7 of the previous 8, and Max won 11 of the first 14. So it's very much a streaky game between Max Rushden and Charlie Baker.
Yes.
And
before we start, Sam,
on,
question.
sorry.
Question.
No.
If we run over, do you think the host of the next show will be annoyed, or they'll be okay with it?
No, I think because this feature's so good, he'll be really, really happy that his show is going to start off with such a good, fun feature.
Yeah.
Right, I understand. Okay. Yeah, okay, good stuff.
I don't like the guy who hosts the next show.
No, I know. We have
something about him.
I hate him. Yeah. Anyway, crack on.
Time difference goal number 1. Bukayo Saka's goal for England against Serbia, and we'll come to Charlie first.
Yes. Bukayo Saka scored. Lovely volley, wasn't it? Very
sumptuous.
Beautiful volley. I'm going to say it was the 32nd minute.
Okay, that's about right. I'll go 27.
Let's find out.
O'Reilly back in, staying deflection. Oh, what a goal from Saka. That's a magnificent volley.
Max Rushden hits the post. 28th minute, that goal was scored, Jeff Peters.
I'd like Max.
It's Max 1, Charlie 4. Great start by both.
Time difference goal number 2 to the Premier League
Gets
last.
on with it, doesn't he?
Well, we've got a good show coming up at 1 o'clock, Charlie. I mean, come on, an average show coming up. To the Premier League last Saturday night, Pedro Neto's goal as Chelsea beat Wolves 3-0.
Oh yeah. Ooh, which one was that? Yeah. Pedro Neto.
Not a clue. When did Pedro Neto score?
Pedro Neto. 3-0.
Pedro Neto.
The Wolves. When did he score?
Neto. He scored in the
Pedro Neto.
48th minute.
I think you've just gone for like a middling.
Absolutely not.
And also, I'm only about 2 behind on it, so I'm going to stick in with you. And I'm going to go the 47th minute.
Right, interesting.
Here's Jim Proudfoot.
He's got a square ball for Neto.
Neto.
Who rubs salt into the Wolves.
Oh, it's late. Salt in the wound is 80-odd.
It was 73. It was late. 73rd minute. Jeff, both boys having a shocker there.
Yeah, Max on 26, but he's in the lead. Charlie's on 30. 4 in it, 3 to go.
Either of you boys watched much of the EFL trophy in the week or not?
Quite a lot of it, yeah.
Okay, well, good.
All of it.
Then you should be able to tell me when Corey O'Keefe scored for Stockport when they played Wigan.
Watch this. Didn't watch this. Not a clue. Corey O'Keefe. Who put these together? You're supposed to sort of know the,
Yeah, do like Maradona in 86.
Yeah, you know. Second goal. Corey O'Keefe. Not a clue. So I'm going to say he scored in the 46th minute.
Let's make it interesting. 21st minute.
Oh, he's gone for it.
Here's how the goal sounded.
Good 1-2 started away by Corey O'Keefe. He's 30 yards out. He shoots for goal. And he finds goal.
He's early.
32 minutes.
Yes.
Jeff?
Right in the middle, was it?
So Max extends his lead. Max 11 out onto 37. Charlie 14 out onto 44. So 7 the gap with 2 to go.
A goal I think you'll be a little bit more familiar with. Richarlison's goal last weekend, boys, in the Spurs-Manchester United game.
Is it me or
Max?
Max.
91.
Ooh, was it? I thought it was 92.
Here's how it sounded.
Comes out towards Odebear, whose first time shot takes a deflection, it's in, and Richarlison scores.
One of you was right.
And then Sam Matspace in the commentary says Richarlison's won the game.
Yes, he didn't know, did he? But what he did do, though, is scored in the 91st minute, Jeff Peters.
Oh, spot on.
So it's a direct hit for Max, so he stays on 37. Charlie 1 out onto 45. The gap is 8.
I don't mind it.
So Max has to guess first.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Okay, here we go.
And Max, you're guessing Michael Smith's goal in the Millwall game against Preston last weekend in the Championship.
Okay.
Big game at the top. 2 teams in the playoffs. You should know this now.
I do know it. It was the 32nd minute.
Here comes Regals.
Here comes Regals.
The 41st minute.
Here's how it sounded.
He might get onto a loose back pass. He's tucked it around the keeper. He scored!
Good comms.
Great comms.
Good comms from a good man. The answer, 15 minutes in, that goal went into the back of the net. Honestly, is that
Lovely game. What a lovely game.
9 in 11 now, Jeff, for Maxi?
I'm more of a birthday spread guy.
Yeah, Max has beaten Charlie once again. 9 wins in 11. Great time differencing, everybody.
Well done, everyone.
Well done. Good time differencing.
Great show, everyone.
Sam Ellard, brilliant broadcaster, with Scott Minto is next.